Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and we're back again with another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Gathering. How's everybody doing on this fine, feathered morning? I know I'm doing quite well. Oh. Be-doo, be-doo. Listen, I know that... Ooh, it's Pikachu. I know that Japan has, like, a vending machine culture. You know? Their vending machines are far advanced as to what we have. But this vending machine looks like shit. I wish America would get, like, way too into something stupid and inconsequential like vending machines. What would be, like, the American equivalent to there are, like, vending machine savants in Japan? Guns? Okay, well. You know what? Everyone's saying guns immediately. Yeah, I like gas station food. Like, people have debates about, like, is Wawa or Sheetz optimal? You know what I mean? Answer is Wawa, by the way. Sheetz is food for children. They don't even call their wings wings. We got a little bit of a throwback here. For those of you who have been subscribed for a long time, you remember back when I was at the last apartment. Frequently, I would stream with a bunch of lines on me. That came from the fact that I had set up the room wrong, and I was facing an outside window with no soft light boxes, and so I would constantly have these lines on me. But today, they are back. I don't know why. A very specific trick of the light. Buc-ee's is insanely overrated. We'll just ban you for that. Take 10. Buc-ee's is insanely overrated. Like, Buc-ee's food is not particularly good. But the whole reason Buc-ee's is nice is, one, their restrooms are clean, and two, it's like a Walmart masquerading as a gas station. I have the signature Buc-ee's fleece. Anyway, having a good day today. I don't have too much to say. Nothing happened in the 2 hours since yesterday. I've really been enjoying the 99% Hitler memes on Twitter. For those of you that didn't see it, the tweet's been deleted now, thank God. But it was like, in response to... I guess we're just doing the vote blue no matter who stuff, years before the election now. But in response to it, someone was like, if there's a candidate that's 100% Hitler and a candidate that's 99% Hitler, you have to vote for 99% Hitler. So, I would just like to say personally, I'm throwing my name in the ring. I am 98% Hitler. I'm like 95 at best. What is your IHV, inherent Hitler value? Measure me for particles, sir. So you also listen to Vaush? I do not, and thank God for that. I'm already so annoying. Could you imagine how much more annoying I was if I listened to Vaush? People peg me as like a Hasanabi viewer too, because Danny is, and I'm not that either. All of my genius politics come from the same place. Boogie2988. He's the only political commentator I listen to. Homestuck, yes. Tony Zaret, yeah. I have a firm stance on woke Riddlers. I'm anti-woke Riddler. You a fan of his N-word takes? Does the woke Riddler have takes on the N-word? God, I hope not. Did you see Peeps' doggies? Yeah, I'll take some doggy pictures. Peeps is going to adopt 2 additional dogs. He already has 2 dogs, but he's going to adopt 2 more dogs. Fostering dogs, the people who do it, some of the kindest people in the world, but it is a scam. fostering dogs is a scam to get you to adopt dogs. Like, that's all it is. Sometimes they're like, oh, would you like to foster this dog? And then the dog is like, I love you. And you're like, okay, I'll take the dog. Just check the dogs. Oh, these are nice dogs. Oh my god, and this isn't... Peeps, your yard is so nice. You know, fuck the dogs. This is a lovely yard. But you know, there's a dead giveaway here. See all that frost on the grass? That's why my ass doesn't live in Michigan. Peeps lives in Michigan. Let me just give you his exact address. Snow hater? I'm not a snow hater. I'm just not a snow fucker. I don't fuck snow, which you have to do if you're in Michigan. 222 Michigan Street. Yeah. Who the fuck gonna rob me? No one's gonna rob you. They're gonna kill you. It's like Rick and Morty, you know? Rick is an unkillable god king for the most part, but everyone wants a shot at him. You know, just like everyone wants a shot at the Cleaver Man. The Midwest has one good thing, and it's Casey's. I'm actually a Midwest defender. After yesterday, I bet you do. Peeps and I got in a long argument yesterday. Look at these dog's little feet. About if you were allowed to, as your opponent was summoning monsters, say 1, 2, 3, counting along with summons. It turns out you are probably allowed to. I thought you weren't. And were I judging an event, you know... Yeah. You can tell them you just like counting. Okay, you can't do that. You have to tell them you are counting summons as part of maintaining a game state. But you can do it even if you don't have Nibiru, apparently. Want to platform me for a minute to soapbox about your response video to Vince? I suppose so, Siberian. Joshua Schmidt, Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you for the big raid. Wow, thanks for raiding me. Actually, not Sib. Now that Joshua Schmidt has raided me, I have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But wow, thanks so much, Josh. I who could have expected that if I went live an hour after or an hour before you were about to get off, I would get the big host? Who planned that? Ew, Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope you all had a good stream. What was he doing today? He was playing VS or something. Crunch. All right, so we're going to do a couple of things. We are going to do a Master Duel tier list. We're going to do new cards PogChamp. We're going to watch the newest episode of the Curry Bandits, Centurion. Ugh. What do you want to do first? You know what? Let's throw up a poll. New poll. The Curry Bandits video, everything you need to know about Valiant Smashers. The new cards or the tier list. 1 minute on this poll. New ship, more like new shit. What is that video on the bottom left? I don't know what you're talking about. I like the two prog reactions next to each other. Listen, you know, I remain a Progressives hater, anti-Progressives till I die. But it's very funny that they and MBT and friends never pick the same picture.
Hello guys. Today we have a list of top 5 train. Número 5. Golfia train.
Damn, Daniel.
Número 4. Indian Man Stop Train. Número 3. Train Scream.
Nope.
Número 2. Dance. Honorable mención. Número 1. Train Attack.
All right. Curry Bandits wins by like 15 votes. Let's make it happen.
Valiant Smashers releases on November 17th. Like its predecessor, Wild Survivors, this set features one new strategy that will see a decent amount of competitive play, and two that I think are part of some elaborate bit. Here's everything you need to know. Angelo and Demono Valmont.
All right. For those of you who are unfamiliar, every new set, the Curry Bandits releases a video called Everything You Need to Know, which does a really good overview of the cards that are actually good and kind of ignores the rest of them. This is on the YouTube channel, The Curry Bandits, and let me tell you right now, we are not simply going to watch the replay of the video on MBT's channel. We are going to subscribe to The Curry Bandits. Look how close they are to 5. We are going to click the video so it registers as a view, and we are going to comment, another banger, my Val Monican. All right, there we go.
Monica can each pitch another card from hand to set themselves in the scale and place the other scale from deck. While you have the opposite type in the scale, they each get resonance counters when you gain life points or take effect damage respectively. Angela links summons a Volmonica when your opponent attacks, Demono lowers the opposing monster's attack points, and during the turn they were summoned can banish a Volmonica back.
These cards are cool as fuck.
To apply either the life gain or damage inflicting effect. The spells each have an effect that gain 500 and an effect that burns you for 500 that you pick between, but if you don't have a Volmonica on the scale, your opponent gets to pick for you. Celta either gains and cycles a card to the bottom to draw 2, or takes 500 to search a Volmonica back row. Versace either digs until you hit a Volmonica card, or mills whichever one you want. And Intonaire either lets your opponent pick a monster in your graveyard for you to summon, or adds a level 4 from graveyard to hand. The field spell searches a monster on activation.
Daring today, aren't we?
And when exactly the third resonance counter is placed on a scale, steals an opponent's monster for the turn. The traps also have 2 effects, but you always get to pick, and get both if you control one of the link monsters. Chosen Melody makes your Volmonicas untargetable, and negates the effects of a monster. And Followed Rhythm is Dust Tornado and Compulse, none of these effects targeting by the way, that's kind of interesting. The link monsters both require any one effect monster, but can only be summoned if you have the correct Volmonica and scale with at least 3 counters. Zebufera can protect itself from destruction by removing 3 resonance counters from your field, and can quick effect banish a
Can we
Volmonica
please turn up
back row to
Jaxel's
copy its effect.
beautiful voice? This is actually as loud as the video gets. I wonder if there's a way to hack this. Give me a sec. It does... It is pretty low.
And Duralume pops monsters on summon equal to the number of
Is that
resonance
better?
counters on the field, and can remove 3 from the field to make 3 attacks. Egregious overextension of card text aside, these cards are honestly pretty straightforward in their design. The scales get counters, the back row enables those counters, the monsters copy the back row. All the
Okay,
spells
there we go.
have pretty standard resource building effects, and the traps have good interruptions. What's confusing about this deck is how you're actually meant to build it. Pure, it can't really accomplish anything unless you draw this exact 5 card opening hand, so it seems like it wants to be an engine but with some hyper-specific conditions for what exactly it can support. Must be level 4 because the 3 and 5 scales don't work with much else. Must have self-burn effects because, and we'll talk about this a bit more later, Demono is actually the only one you need to bother getting counters on, and must be pretty good for getting material for generic extra deck monsters on board so that the Volmonicas can pretend they're helping you make them. So the best secondary engine...
Okay, he's going to say that it's Utopia. If I know anything about Jaxel, it's that he will force Utopia in anything.
engine we've discovered for Volmonica so far is Performage.
Okay, well now I kind of wish he'd said Utopia because I'm just sad. That's bleak. Wow, I really hope that's not true. I will not be playing this.
Is this a fucking joke? The only take on the deck I've really seen is to use mill tools like a Shizu to try and get Volmonica spells in your graveyard for your monsters to copy, while also trying to hit things like Trick Clown and Damage Juggler, all with the intent of getting a few more resources and counters on Demono and the scale. You can even do things like use the
Guido
Volmonica
to
effects
hit
in hand to pitch a
Trick
kill back
Clown?
Guido to set scales and then mill 5. One weird one was using Visa Samsara to make Black Feather Dark Rage Dragon, which mills 5 whenever you take damage so it fits right into the deck, and then can overlay with Vicious Astrolaud for the zombie vampire. What exactly is this accomplishing? Whole concept has shades of someone
This is literally hearing that sentence was like looking at one of those pictures that's meant to display how dementia feels. No, I did not understand anything in that sentence.
Tried to draw a Tierlament from memory, and flat out none of those engines will do anything if you don't draw one of the Valmonica monsters. Nothing about the archetype prescribes deep milling, and as such, no amount of it will get you to your engine if you don't open it. You have 10 chances to see one with the field spell and terraforming, but also I forgot to mention you should probably open 2 Valmonica monsters because you'll want one to set scales with and one to summon so you can use its copy effect. But also, remember Demono is still the good one because as I alluded to before, there's this odd asymmetric design between the life gain and life loss effects all the way down to the roots. All the effects that lose life are controllable. They get you exactly what you want. Meanwhile, all the life gain effects have some amount of unpredictability to them. Drawing random cards after putting one back, digging for whatever the first Valmonica card you find off the top is, summoning a monster from the graveyard selected by your opponent. Outside of the archetype, cards that gain life and have another upside are less common than ones that burn you. Life gain is still technically seen as an upside of its own, so it's easier to find things you'll get value of in cards that take life. And on top of that, the Valmonica Link monster you want to make on turn 1, Zebufera, only asks that you have 3 counters on Demono, while Angelo's Link is I guess good for turn 3. If they had a better way to quick summon it than the battle trick, it would be pretty good I guess. All of this has resulted in the most commonly seen take on the deck being
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, this looks like ass.
a deep mill strat, using things like Ishizu's and Minerva to try and hit spells that your Valmonicas can copy, and perform mages that will put bodies on board with some burn attached. But the best payoff for that sort of strategy is pretty limited. You'll
IP pass.
pretty much be aiming for IP Bagusco, with the only unique element being Zebufera with a trap or 2 in the trash to copy. A lot of shaky, inconsistent setup for very limited potential. Where the deck goes from here in terms of future support is beyond me. Making it more generic sounds like a nightmare because then we run into the potential of giving decks a Link 1 that says any effect monster. Maybe they just lean into the Perform Mage angle and print a Valmonica spell that's just grass or something. Difficult to get a good enough grasp on what the intention of the deck even was to recommend where it needs to be strengthened.
Help! I lost my son at the pizzeria because the waitress was giving me a sloppy.
What is the context for this one? Where are we going with this?
5 nights at Fetty's.
Okay.
Children absolutely annihilated by some bisexual Thanos and then stuffed into an animatronic like some Thanksgiving turkey, thus giving us the famous Freddy Fazbear, Zootopia's Judy Hopps, Yar, It Be Davy Jones' fursuit, and of course Bobby Lee's Fat and Yellow, and that shiny Pokemon.
Memento Certificado.
This might be one that is a little too Gen Z for me.
El Gablino can pitch itself as a quick effect while you can
Oh god, I'm actually going to have to learn what the mementos do. Alright, let's make it happen. During the main phase, if you control Memento Tecatila Combined Creation,
control Combined Creation to make your Memento monsters untargetable for the turn, and
Okay.
can pop a Memento you control to mill 2 Memento cards. Memento Tan Mace can pitch itself during your opponent's turn while you control Creation to steal an opponent's monster, and can pop a Memento you control to search a Memento card. Anguish searches a Memento monster on summon, and pops a Memento you control to reborn a level 2 or lower Memento. Dark Blade can pitch a Memento on summon to pop a back row, and can pop a Memento to summon a level 3 or lower Memento from deck. Tatsuno Toshigo can summon itself if you control no monsters or
he
only
really ate that
Mementos,
one.
and can pop a Memento to mill Mementos whose level is equal to destroyed ones. Horn Dragon can summon itself if there's 3 or more Mementos in the bin, and when it's destroyed, pops 3 cards on the field, including a Memento. Memento Tecutlica Combined Creation is a level
Whoa,
11 with
run that shit
5
back,
field,
baby.
including a Memento. Memento Tecutlica Combined Creation is a level 11 with 5,000 attack points. Summons itself from hand to grave by shuffling back 5 Mementos, can attack all monsters if he's alone on your board, and when your opponent activates a card or effect, can reborn a Memento. Memento Mictlan makes all your
jump
Mementos
scare.
ancient gears, reborns a Memento with a lower level when a monster you control is destroyed, and resets a Memento spell or trap during the end phase. Bone Party pops a Memento to e-telly a different one, and can banish itself to give a Memento piercing. Bone Back summons Combined Creation when your opponent removes one of your Mementos, and when they move a Memento out of your graveyard, can banish itself to summon as many Mementos as possible from deck. Fracture Dance pops a card if you control Memento, 2 if you control Combined Creation, and also has a battle trick in graveyard, and Cranium Burst forces your opponent to attack your biggest Memento, and once per chain negates a monster effect by cutting Combined Creation's attack by 1,000. These cards form the backbone of a pretty cool new mid-range strategy with some cool proprietary points of interaction. Starting from just Anguish and the field spell, you can combo into a board with Creation
Anguish is so fucking cute. Oh my god.
Backed up by one of the traps, and mace in hand for a quick steal. Because cranium isn't once per turn, its Apollo-like effect is only limited by the 5 increments of 1000 creation stats can be docked by. If you have enough extension to leave up Horn Dragon, Fracture Dance can turn into 3 pops with its float effect. Also, if you have enough extra gas to get 5 names in the grave while sparing one of Goblin's mills on one of the traps, Memento Mictlan can reset it, giving you access to both traps instead of just one. Combine Creation's Rescue Ace style effect, giving you a reborn whenever your opponent makes a move, is good for follow-up, so even though he
Stop hawing. Really? You're going to tell me this little girl is not cute? Here on the right? Look at this. Someone said she's a skeleton. And? You're a skeleton, dumbass. Look deep within.
he doesn't do much on his own, he's a good body to have to leave on board. And with the deck having an on-theme Lone Fire and Emergency, there's quite a few good ways to get to Anguish. On the other hand, the field spell, which is an equally important piece of the equation, is a little harder to find. Without it, there's no way to convert Tatsu's Mills into an additional summon, leaving you without the ability to use Mace to search the trap. And the only searcher for it in Archetype is Mace, so even if you use Bone Party or 1-for-1 to get Mace and search your field spell, you're still missing your 5 negates. Trying to mitigate this problem with other engines is difficult because while the deck isn't necessarily xenophobic, it doesn't really play well with others. All their cards only pop mementos to do things, in most cases just popping themselves. Because of their tendency to fuck off pretty quickly, they don't stick to the board well enough to help with any sort of extra deck plays. Your best bet is probably to run some unobtrusive engine to play parallel to them. There's
I know why you all are hawing me wanting to bone down the bone woman. It's because she's an adult. I'm familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Players.
Also some weird deck building considerations that you have to make when building the deck, even in its pure form. Horn Dragon's interaction with Fracture Dance is strong, but he doesn't do all that much else, so most of the time his use caps out as being a name that can be milled and shuffled back for creation.
It's really sad that Tri-Horned Dragon is still dog shit in this archetype. I'm so sorry, Golden Nova.
Boneback is even stranger since it does nothing proactive, but if your opponent plays into it, they pay dearly for it. Nothing says don't Bestial me like a soul charge from deck. But given the deck already struggles with consistency, a bricky one-of whose entire goal is never to have to activate seems like a terrible deck building investment. I think this one has the sort of Rescue Ace vibes of a deck we'll look back on as the most improved out of the class, but for now there's not much to do with Sans Dragon and the Bony Boys.
Well, that's
Centurion
sad.
Primera can summon itself out of
So obviously this is the one that we should be thinking about.
the back row while it's treated as a trap, protects high-level Centurions while it's a trap, and on summon searches a Centurion card. The Prime Minister of Canada can hop from front to back row and place
Why did he call this it's named True Day?
another Centurion from deck along with it, but can't be summoned for the rest of the turn, and can hop from back to front row and increase its level by 4. Emeth the Sixth can summon itself from back row, and during your opponent's turn can summon itself from hand or graveyard by pushing a Centurion you control to the back row. Legadia
All I'm saying
draws
is
a
don't
card and
invite
pops
the
your opponent's
Centurions
biggest
to any
monster on
costume
summon,
parties.
and during the end phase can place a Centurion from graveyard to the back row. Stand-up Centurion is protected from destruction while you control a Centurion, can pitch a card during the turn it's activated to place a Centurion from deck, and when a monster is special summon lets you synchro summon with Centurion you control. Emblema
card's
Oath
fun.
either places a Centurion from deck in your back row but locks you to Centurions while it's on the field, or sets a Centurion spell or trap from deck. Bonds places a Centurion from hand or graveyard, and when a Centurion is synchro summoned, banishes itself to place another one from grave. Phalanx banishes a monster card on the field, then brings it back in the next standby phase, see Pudica rulings, and banishes itself from graveyard to reborn a Centurion synchro. And True Awakening is a counter trap that Omni negates by sending a face-up monster card from the back row to the graveyard. This deck has seen some success in the OCG because it makes King Calamity. Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to... I can't say it. I can't say it on stream. I'm going to play the Dragon Ruler Mirror. I have to play the Dragon Ruler Mirror.
what do you want me to say? They made a deck that turbos to level 12, so one of them is going to be Crimson Dragon. Guess it wasn't good enough that Primera fulfills all the various conditions of Lulu Walilith. Between Primera, Trudea, and the various searchers, the deck has multiple one-card combos to get Primera and Emeth to the board to summon Legadia, get a draw, and set up Primera and Trudea in the back row, so that you can use their effects again during your opponent's turn, seeing how trap effects are inherently spell speed too, summoning them out and triggering the field spell to make Crimson Dragon. This is, regrettably, the simplest line to make King Calamity in the game. It's
Fuck. There's no Excel Synchron bullshit. They just do it.
my best guess that they made these cards to force King Calamity to be broken enough to finally ban after
Thank God.
Crimson Dragon alone wasn't enough. And you want to know the funniest part? It still kinda isn't.
Man, that's bleak. That's super sad. Ugh.
Isn't that fucking crazy? Deck that skips your turn is honestly kinda mid in 2023. Harddrive.com hit my line. Almost would feel bad now if they hit Calamity, because what exactly is this deck's plan B? Legati
Oh, man. No, don't tell me that's all it does.
itself is a pretty cool form of disruption, being able to draw and pop if you can resolve the summon effects and the field spell to summon it. And Crimson Dragon can also tag into Cosmic Blazar for negate. That's a good option to have if you're forced to use Crimson Dragon on Chainlink 2 for some weird reason, since Hot Red would miss timing at that point. There's also Red Supernova Dragon, whose Mass Banish has a bit more potential coverage. Since the deck has sometimes been seen playing Vision Resonator as a tech option to make Baron, you could theoretically slot in Red Zone as a
Oh, good. That's what this Calamity needs. Another Calamity.
search option for it that can bring back Supernova to be used an additional time. None of that really hits like a good Calamity with a counter trap backing it up to ensure it resolves, though. What has stuck pretty well is the inclusion of the Horus engine. 8-star extenders to sync with Primera can give you the flexibility to use her search on cards like Truth or Phalanx, and their ability to make early negates like Photon Lord insulates you from hand traps. We've still got a couple months before we get Bonfire, which this deck sometimes plays as more ways to find the Pirate type Trudea, but we do have Flame Banshee, so similarly to Vanquish Soul, you can use an engine like Super Heavy to find your starter while leaving the option open to make an early negate instead. Hell, by going through Tilting Entrainment, Waka Ushi alone can even get you to a level 12 Synchro, letting you
What was that?
Hell, by going through Tilting
Oh, okay.
Entrainment, Waka Ushi alone can even get you to a level 12
Thanks for the
Synchro,
money,
letting you
PK
resolve
Sparks.
Crimson Dragon on both turns if you also do the full Centurion
And
line.
Fry
Another
Fry.
cute tech Banshee enables is Agnimal Candle, who will immediately summon himself upon being searched, and
Oh, I
gives you
hope
an
this
additional
doggy
level
gets
4 to
played.
extend or play through Disruption. But despite all this, the numbers just aren't there in the OCG. They're struggling to even make the pie chart sometimes. It's like
Oh, man.
Hot Red is just cursed to always be Cope no matter how effortless they make it to summon. You'll
That's bleak that this whole deck build pack is predicated on the fact that Centurion is going to be good, and it's only okay.
certainly see a lot more
like
of
the
this deck
12th
floating around at
best
events
deck.
than you'll see the others, and it should be noted that you might also see some amount of the engine as seen in decks like Naturia and Labyrinth and the
Okay.
OCG. Throwing in some amount of one-card starters for Hot Red into your deck that independently does other things could yield more results than one-tricking Hot Red, but far be it from me to opine as to whether a concise package of one-card starters has any business being played as an engine in other decks. I'm not mad, I'm actually quite calm right now. I don't feel the need to talk about reprints anymore. There's usually nothing interesting to say beyond this expensive card will be cheaper now. It's
Cool.
important for deconstructing because I like showing how you'd build with just 3 structure decks, but in most recent sets, the state of reprints has been so lackluster. The Rarity Collection inspires confidence in some respects, being a 79 card set of nothing but banger reprints,
It's actually 80. They put Ice Barrier in.
but that just makes it more frustrating when we have to endure sets like Soul Burning Volcano, a
Hey, they reprinted Volcanic Eruption.
set that's half reprints with no reprints. If you're going to show us you have the capacity to make sets that are good instead of bad, forgive me if I ask that you keep making them good. That's my time. This has been Jax LMS of the Curry Bandits. You've been a lovely audience. Enjoy Master Saga.
Yay! Unfortunately, Enjoy Master Saga only works if I am still on Master Saga. I'm sorry, Jaxel. You timed it just a little wrong. Oh, bleak one. And good. There we go. That's what I like to see, baby. Remember, we are subscribing to the Curry Bandits as well. They're currently at 487. We're trying to get them to 5. Ugh. Mid ass set. That's really bleak. But actually, kind of resolves a lot of the problems I was talking about with Gage, in which I feel like there's just too many sets right now, right? Like, if there's too many sets, but many of them are unplayably bad, well, that's not so bad, right? All right, let's do new cards, PogChamp. Goblino, Phantom Nightmare, this one. This one. Oh, that's Rush Duel. Is it? Oh, no, they're not. This one... Okay, and we're caught up. Is that a fucking exhibit meme? Yeah. Yo, dog. All right, here we go. Let's do an opposite order. New cards, PogChamp. New cards, PogChamp. It's your boy, Joseph Rothschild. We're looking at new cards. We're pogging. We're champing. Let's see what we got. First up, let's play one last game with the true king of games, Danny Guadalupe. Lead. Okay, hear me out. What if we made Yugi's deck from the end of the original series work as a coherent strategy? The pack cover is brand new Gandora, so we've kind of been looking for a Gandora forever that doesn't break the game. Half the Gandoras are FTKs, and the other half are unplayable garbage in everything but Junior Journey. And let's see what we're working with. If you control Gold Sarcophagus of Light, okay, let's actually just go straight to Gold Sarcophagus of Light. I guess let's go to the comments. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name once per turn. Can it be destroyed by monster effects? During your main phase, add a card from your deck to your hand that mentions Gold Sarcophagus of Light. Okay, this is the shout-out effect. And then if your opponent specials a monster from the graveyard, discard a spell, target one of those monsters, send it to the graveyard. Like in my favorite anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! All right. Gias Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction. What does Gias mean? Gias, I feel, is frequently showing up in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is it like a Japanese word that means cool? Because wasn't Dragias originally Dragias, Geas? What does Gias mean? Code Gias? What does the Gias in Code Gias mean? It is Japanese for Gyat. Okay. Gyat Gandora, the dragon of Dumpy. If you control Gold Sark, special this from your hand. Okay, good first start. Gains 300 for each banished card. Oh, it's like shitty Grand Maju de Iza. You can pay half your life points, destroy as many other cards on the field as possible. That's the Gandora effect. Banish them. Then special summon one level 7 or lower monster from your deck that mentions Gold Sark of Light and increase its level by the number of cards destroyed by this effect. This card's cool. This card's really cool. It's very strong. I guess it just... the important part is, will it be playable with these other cards? It's like the finisher. That's something. Next up. Silent Swordsman Zero. Once per turn during standby phase, increases card's level by 1. All right, that sucks. I imagine that the reason that Gias Gandora increases levels is so you don't ever have to fuck with waiting on these cards. While this card's current level is higher than its original level, it gains attack equal to the difference times 500. Oh, you summon this guy and you OTK with Gias Gandora. When your opponent activates a card effect that targets Gold Sarcophagus of Light, you can negate the activation and increase this card's level by 1. Sure. Next up, Silent Magician 0. When your opponent draws a card, increase this card's level by the number drawn. That's funny. While this card's current level is higher than its original level, it gains attack equal to the difference times 5. And when your opponent activates a spell card or effect and you control Light, negate the activation and increase this card's level by 1. Tricolore Gadget. These are all 3 gadgets on one card. And they have worse stats than green. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a Sark or a spell trap that mentions it from your deck to your hand. Banger oomphy. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, set a Stronghold the Hidden Fortress directly from your deck. Marshy Marshmallow. Oh, he's got the glasses! Oh, that's so cute. During your opponent's turn, if you control Gold Sark of Light, special this card from your hand. While you control Gold Sark of Light, it can't be destroyed by battle. Your opponent's monsters can't target other monsters for attacks. If it's destroyed by a card effect, summon another Marshy Marshmallow that is banished during your hand, deck, or graveyard and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. This is cool. It's a combination of Marshmallow and Marsh Macaron and Dupe Frog. That's really adorable. Well, and Glasses, I guess, is not and Dupe Frog. So it's Marshmallow, Glasses, and Marsh Macaron all in the same card. Cute. We read this. Silence of Time. Turn silence / turn silence. Okay. Target a face of monster you control. Increase its level by 3. If you activated this card in response to your opponent's monster effect while you controlled Light, negate that effect. Okay. If your monster that mentions Gold Sark of Light battles, you can banish this card from your graveyard and the battle phase. Cool. This I've seen a million times on Twitter. It's a reference to the Kazuki Takahashi art above. If you control Gold Sark of Light and a monster that mentions it, special 2 level 4 lower monsters with different names from your hand or deck that mention Gold Sark of Light. And Silence Towards the Future. Add a monster from your deck to your hand that mentions Gold Sark of Light. Then if you activated this card during the battle phase while you controlled Gold Sark of Light and a monster that mentions it, each player draws until they have 6! Woo! Okay. And finally, Stronghold, the Hidden Fortress. Special summon this card as an effect monster, just the same as Moving Fortress. Gains 1,000 for each card you control that is Sark of Light or monsters that mention it. And when an opponent's monster declares an attack and you control Gold Sark of Light, destroy that monster. Okay. So, these cards aren't great. They're not fantastic. But they don't need to be fantastic. You know, they're iconic. Notably, I think the goal is... what you're supposed to do is find access to Gias Gandora via like Tricolor Gadget or one of these fucking cards, and then special summon it and banish your opponent's field and summon Silent Swordsman 0 and OTK. And like everything else is cake, right? Like Silence Towards the Future increases the attack of the Magician. If your opponent has like spells you have to worry about, you know, Turn Silence gives you like a Battle Fader on turn 1 that gets you to a turn 2 position where you can OTK. Ties of Friendship is literally just a 1 card setup for the entire line. But, you know, it's pretty telegraphed. If you get rid of the Gold Sarcophagus of Light, then you win the game immediately. It doesn't seem consistent enough to be part of like a tier 1 strategy. I'm willing to be wrong on this, but I feel confident that like you can negate the Gias Gandora is probably enough to prevent this from being remotely playable. Exordio video? Yeah, let's give it a sec. I'm going to check the lost games real quick. Simo! Yeah, this looks terrible. However, it can probably still beat VS. Ah. Your nose is mine. Well, we found the deck that loses to it. I do like, here's how you can tell that it's not a very good deck. Exordio has labeled it tier fun. So, you know. Next up. Yo, dog, we heard you like speculation, so we put speculation on yo speculation so you can speculate while you speculate. Meme format used incorrectly. It's not X in your X so you can X while you XX. It's X in your Y so you can X while you X. These people, they're Philistines. You know, they don't understand the art of going to imageflip.com and Googling Exhibit. Whatever happened to Exhibit, by the way? Is he dead? Did anyone ever realize that his hairstyle in this picture is terrible? It's all coming out from like this point in the middle of his head. Looks like a sun. Terrible. He pimped too many rides. Wasn't his show fake? Nah, I mean, if you watched that show and thought it was real, I think you probably are very stupid. But yeah, if I remember correctly, it was like they would put all these expensive electronics in the car and then they would take them out and give them the car. And almost everyone who got their ride pimped sold it for salvage because, like, no one wants the car. They wouldn't fix any of the internals, so it still ran like shit. But it was pretty low stakes. It was always someone with a beater would show up with this terrible-ass car, and they would put a PlayStation in it, and they'd go, wow, a PlayStation! I mean, that's fun, you know, just to be on TV. And, you know, what do you lose out of the ordeal? Like a $50 car? One of those reality shows back when it was like, oh yeah, the whole premise is fake, and you could just do that. Yeah, they bought new beaters too. Well, I imagine what happened was, for the money that they would get from selling it for parts or hawking the PlayStation or subwoofers from inside it, they would just get a different shitty car, but one that was maybe slightly better than the existing car. Oh, wait, Chad is saying, in fact, frequently they would just pimp out an entirely different but similar looking car because frequently the cars were just beyond repair. All right, back to Yu-Gi-Oh! This article image is a joke to a card's name. 5 different cards in total, all come in normal parallel, available at Jump Festa for participating in events. Mira and Machnoko. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card is in your hand, reveal 3 cards from your hand or deck with the same name as cards in your opponent's graveyard, but different names from each other, and special summon this card. When your opponent activates a card effect, send this card summoned by the first effect to the graveyard. Send a card with the same name as the opponent's card from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard and negate the activation. So it's Crossout Designator, but just for the mirror. This card's not very good, but it's funny. It's like the mirror breaker. That's very funny. A Speculation. Alien support. 1 monster with 2,500 or more attack. 1 face-down defense position monster with 2,500 or less defense. This card gains effects based on its battle position. Attack gains attack equal to the highest original attack among monsters your opponent controls. Defense can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Attribute an attack position monster and a face-down defense position monster to summon this card from your grave. This card's fun. Not very good, but fun. Man, remember when this is like a Wicked God style effect we would have to jump through hoops for, and now you can just put it on a shitty fusion and it will see no play? Next up. I just like her. Is this the Diabell Star number 2? Bandiva, the Ballistic Battle Ballad. This is Rush? What? That's fucked up. Rush gets designs like this? Do you think it's still Diabell Star? And she like snuck into Rush? MBT seeing his second woman covering half of her face. This is giving me real Diabell Star vibes. Next up. Creation Pack 3 and Phantom Nightmare. This is just some information. I don't care about this. Next up. The Big Bada Boom entrance for the goblins. And you can see a lot going on here. First of all, El Goblino in the background. Here's Diabell Star trying not to look at it and her little freak looking at it. Goblin Biker Grand Entrance. Add a Goblino from your deck to your hand. Then you can apply the following effect. Detach an Xyz monster from a monster on the field. And if you do, special summon a level 4 or lower Goblino from your hand. Banish this card from your graveyard. Then detach an Xyz from a monster on the field. Add a Goblino from your graveyard to your hand. This card's crazy. Obviously, just like Rhoda is good, but card's crazy. Next up. Season's Greetings from the Destroyer of Worlds. All right, so I guess we're just doing this now. Synchro Universe Zark. So, like, what does this mean? Isn't Zark the embodiment of all 5 universes? So why are we getting each one? But if we get each one and then we get Rainbow Zark at the end, then I'll be happy about it, okay? So that's the bar. Hyrule Zark. Synchro Universe. All right, what are we working with? You contribute 1 Supreme King Dragon or Supreme King Gate Pendulum monster. Special summon this card, sure. This card's name becomes Supreme King Zark while on the field. After damage calculation, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle or inflicts battle damage to them, special summon up to 2 Supreme King Dragon monsters from your deck, extra deck, or graveyard in defense position. And if this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place it in your Pendulum zone. This is regrettably not very good. I wish it was great, but the thing that's keeping this card back? Count along with me, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're going to have to make it with 3 monsters, and I don't want to do that. Now, you can... Yeah, Jaxel is correct. The reason that this card is important is because Arcray Dragon, as mentioned in the Curry Bandits video, comes out in a point in the combo that makes no fucking sense. It's like you make Arcray after you already have access to everything you would want to search off of Arcray. Theoretically, you can make this one earlier and then like convert to Arcray and get a powerful Pendulum card, but still don't think that it's going to warrant a slot, especially in a deck that's already got a pretty tight extra because it's playing all these cards that you are occasionally summoning. But neat. Neat nonetheless. Next up. Code of Soul. This is the gay sex card between Playmaker and Soulburner. If you control a Link monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It is just a Crusadia. During your main phase, if you Link summon a Salamangreat, you can use a Salamangreat Link monster with the same name as the entire material. That's right. It's also Sanctuary. And during your opponent's main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, Link summon a Link 3 or higher Cyberse monster. This seems alright. It's a little hard to get a handle on if it's actually good or not. In Salamangreat, you can theoretically use it to go into the Link 3 Heat Leo at any time, which like shuffles a back row. That's cool. If you end on like a hard-made Pyro Phoenix, I think you can Reincarnation Link using the Pyro Phoenix as a Pyro Phoenix if you've got a Sanctuary on field, and then it's like a quick effect nuke. It's an extender. It's just a level 3 extender, which is already pretty good for that deck. But I would say the most important part of this card is that it proves that that love is love and that gay sex is real, right? Yeah, that's all I really have to say about the new cards. All right, time for the tier list. Joseph, I'm deck building for you right now. How many shield do you have? 2. Unless there's one of the Earth Starter. All right, this is going to be a Master Duel tier list, which I've never done before, so you're going to have to roll with it, everybody. Let me write down my thoughts beforehand so I don't look like a dumbass. Okay, so obviously wow. There's a lot of decks in this fucking format. go... I'm going to delete D tier. Yeah, there we go. All right, I think I have everything. Can you jumble the order instead of going from top to bottom or bottom to top? It's so dull. Really? You want me to fuck up the order? Why? It's so much easier to talk about if I'm talking about the good decks to the bad decks. Huh? Many people saying yes. It's more engaging. Maybe I'm thinking of this in order of, like, relative to content instead of relative to information rather than relative to content. People will just skip the bad decks if it's the way you do it. Well, if it's the other way, they'll just skip to the very end. You are getting one guide. Half the chat says I should do it in a random order, CJ. Because they were dropped on their head. All right, chat. How many people in here were dropped on their head? Getting a lot of me's. Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT. As you can see, I am being slowly eaten by a new weapon developed by the CIA to destroy me one band of light at a time. So before that happens, I'm going to deliver to you the very first Master Duel tier list. Now I know what you're thinking. Joseph, why are you in the just chatting category? Now I know what you're thinking. Joseph. Now I know what you're thinking. Joseph, what makes you a... what am I trying to say? Now I know what you're thinking. Joseph, what makes you an authority on the Master Duel metagame? Well, I host the Master Circuit series, and I watch a lot of competitive Master Duel, so probably nothing, to be honest. I'm just going to go on masterduelmeta.com and steal their tier list and re-upload it as my own and get X number of views. Anyway, for those of you who are interested enough in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! To try and figure out what is good in Yu-Gi-Oh!'s most popular way to play the game, but too stupid to figure out how to click on a Joshua Schmidt video, boy do I have the video for you. So, today we're going to be talking about what decks that you see below fall into what tier. And when I talk about tiers, I'm talking specifically about for tournament play, because there is a difference between tournament play and ladder. Just keep that in mind. When you disagree with something, it's because of the nuances and intricacies between ladder and tournament play, and not because I'm wrong. It's never because I'm wrong. Anyway, let's just get started, you know? First up, in tier 1 we have Pearly. I think this is pretty uncontroversial. Pearly is far and away the best deck in Master Duel right now, and it's not hard to see why. Though they are missing Little Noir, they have literally everything else at a full amount of copies. Pearly has an unbelievable ability not only in tournament play, but also in ladder to go both first and second, and it can main deck a lot of the powerful going second tools, because guess what? If you don't go second, you can just pitch them to the quick plays. What's more, Pearly in Master Duel has taken a very strange turn in that they have effectively engineered ways to play around the common boarded threats against the archetype. Gone are the days where you could set a quick play spell in order to play around something like a Herald of the Abyss. Instead, you can just make a Ghost Trick Angel of Mischief to confound it otherwise. I think probably before they release Little Noir, they're going to have to hit Pearly in some capacity. I like the Delicious hit that happened in the TCG, but I think we probably need something else as well. So many of the decks in Master Duel are already so neutered, I don't think anything can stand up to Pearly. Maybe they'll have to take a trip to the vet and get neutered themselves. Next up, nothing else in Tier 1. That's right. In terms of most consistent, most capable threats, I think Pearly is probably the only thing worth playing. But there's some stuff you can consider as well. Where did I write this down? I just did it. There we go. At the top of Tier 2, we have got Dragon Link. This one's a little surprising. I think Dragon Link could theoretically go in the second or third place slot, but I think the deck is incredibly capable regardless of where you put it. Dragon Link has a lot of tools in Master Duel that they don't have in the TCG. Things like Chaos Ruler are unbelievably good for the strategy. They also have like more than one apiece of the Chaos Dragons. I don't know if you play more than one apiece, but it's crazy to even think that something like that is legal in any capacity. And while they don't have the full Bestial suite, they do have some of the Bestials, and the Bestials that they are playing to replace those Bestials actually improve a significant amount of its matchups. Baldrake has a really powerful effect you just don't see activated in the TCG very frequently. The reason that Dragon Link has a little bit of a problem in Master Duel, however, is because it is an insanely hard deck. Like, if you've watched the TCG tier lists, I believe Unchained piloted by a bad player and Unchained piloted by a good player are two completely different decks with different boarding strategies and principles for playing against them. I think that a mid-Dragon Link player will probably look like high potential, and a good Dragon Link player will look like an unkillable god. If you're a very skilled pilot, this is probably the deck for you. Next up, Labyrinth. So Labyrinth has gotten fewer tops recently than I think it deserves. Labyrinth is an incredibly powerful strategy in Master Duel specifically because it gets to completely avoid playing the Maxi minigame in a consistent amount of its games. It has unbelievable access to immediate win cards like Eradicator Epidemic Virus, or in a format dominated by Pearly, Dimensional Barrier. But it also loses to a lot. A significant amount of the cards that beat Pearly are singletons that you search off of Triple Tactics Thrust, and there's a lot of scenarios where you get yourself in a Thrust war against the Labyrinth and are playing a Harpy's Feather Duster anyway that kind of frustrate this deck. What's more, this deck frequently just bricks. Like, if you ask a lab pilot, occasionally they will tell you the only thing that really defeats this strategy is you look at a hand of not relevant traps and think to yourself, why am I playing this instead of a deck in which every single card can make Striker Dragon? You know, it's good. It's a fine deck. And now that we've... And now that we've started by regurgitating the Master Duel meta tier list, let's deviate just a little bit. I think the other deck that belongs in Tier 2 is Vanquished Soul. Now, Vanquished Soul just came out in the Master Duel... Wait. Now, Vanquished Soul just came out in Master Duel, and unlike its release in the TCG, it's got a significant amount of tools that Vanquished Soul just got in paper. Xiaolong came out Wave 1, which did not happen. Although they did carry over the rarity spread from the TCG. Cool. Now, a lot of people are saying things in the chat like, oh, Prosby at 1, this deck is unplayable. And while it's true, this deck absolutely does need to find Raisin or Die. It's got a lot of mechanisms by which it can do it, especially in a world where Stake Your Soul, Your Nose is Mine can, of course, find Raisin off of a revealed Xiaolong. Let's talk about the reasons why this deck might be a little more playable in Master Duel than it is in the TCG. If you've been watching a significant amount of my videos, you know that one of the reasons why this deck was historically quite good in the OCG, but flopped in the TCG, is because of Maxi. Maxi is an Earth target for your Caesar Valius that you don't have to devote a whole bunch of main deck space to because you're already playing it. You know, you don't have to like go in on Fenrir. You don't have to consider playing Ghost Reaper in Haunted Mansion or Bell of the Ancient Ball of the terrible Earth Hand Trap. Maxi also helps this deck in another way. It's pretty good at playing around it. Frequently, you'll begin by normal summoning Raisin and your opponent will fire off a Maxi. That's not very good because you are very capable of just ending on Raisin. Or you can chain like a Borgor in hand to tag out, draw a card, pass to your opponent on 0 draws. You can also give them 1 draw, go into Rock of the Vanquisher, and guess what? That's kind of full combo. Ugh. Decoder Raisin. What is this? His name's Raisin, right? Am I he's literally named Raisin. I'm gonna wait for this lawn to go off. Rosin? No, his name is not Rosin. Now the dog's going off. Jesus Christ. We're working on quiet. Usually I go down and I just punch her a couple of times, but we've been working on quiet, so we're trying to get her to do quiet. All right. Vanquish Soul has only been out for 1 weekend in Master Duel, and already it's putting up results. Now, granted, those results are by some of Yu-Gi-Oh's top players, but I think in the coming weeks you're going to see this deck really rocket to the top of the standings and be competitive versus Pearly, Dragon Link, and Labyrinth for sure. That's tier 2. Let's do tier 3. First up is MathMech. Oh, I want this deck to be good so badly. So if you're wondering why MathMech is being discussed at all, it's because it just got the Firewall stuff. You may remember in the TCG that Firewall Defensor and Firewall Guardian were supposed to be like new life into this ailing strategy, and then there was 1 weekend of MathMech playability followed by nothing. That's because the strategy actually did not need these cards. The cards don't do anything for the deck that it wasn't doing already. That said, there are a lot of different things you can do with MathMech. If you look at the most recent Master Circuit series, you can see that 4 MathMechs cleared in the top 16, and I think 3 of them converted into top 8. The one that lost played a mirror. This deck's got a lot going for it. In a format where all of the other top decks are attempting to play a long, grindy game, this is the deck that uniquely attempts to end the game on turn 2, and a lot of those strategies aren't prepared for a deck to be that aggressive. Additionally, you can adapt with MathMech. Your end boards can look different into different things, and importantly, you can even use the cards, Circular and the Firewalls, in different strategies to enable powerful plays. Just look at what I Wish I Was Dead was able to do with that Ignister. Firewall is back, and it's bigger than ever. Now, the problem with this strategy is all of its existing problems. It does have a line into Maxi, but it's not particularly powerful. It does have the ability to play through most hand traps, but you do have to open pretty well. It has a huge weakness to the Bestials, which you may recognize are 80% of the second best deck in the format. And in a tournament setting, you can bet in games 2 and 3, you will also have to contend with cards like Droll and Lockbird, which just spell absolute death for this archetype. But it's fine. You know, it's still OTKs. It's okay. Next up, Mikanko. So I am a certified Mikanko hater. You all know this. But I think Mikanko has a lot of decent reasons to play it. First up... What's the problem, chat? What's the issue? So Mikanko as a strategy hasn't yet integrated a lot of those going first plays that it's now famous for in the TCG. You know, we're not yet doing Ken and Gen stuff to make Acid Golem. But it is still an incredibly adept going second strategy. It can main deck Kaijus and OTK from a position of almost nothing, and in a format where the best deck, and probably the second best deck as well, kind of fold to Kaijus entirely, it's a really good position to be in. What's more, the interaction points from Makanko are not always obvious and usually have to do with spells and traps, against which a significant amount of the metagame is just not capable of dealing with. And like MathMech, Makanko is not concerned with playing a long, grindy game, which gives it a real advantage over decks like Dragon Link and Labyrinth and Versus Soul that are attempting to do so. Add to that the fact that even in a ladder scenario, you are likely going to get your preferred position in terms of the coin flip every single game, and you've got a recipe for success. While in the TCG, Makanko did prey off of Kashtira a lot of the time because of Kashtira Arise Heart's weakness to Kaijus specifically, it also had a bit of a predator in that deck in Scareclaw Kashtira, a card that negates the effects of the Makankos and can get in for lethal by attacking them a bunch of times with Kashtira monsters. Here, well, doesn't really have to worry about that because Kashtira is not a very good deck. Next up. Sprite. Just like in the TCG, I don't really understand why Sprite isn't really good. Like, it's got most of the stuff that it needs to be competitive. I guess it's got one fewer starter, which is a decent hit. The problem with Sprite is the problem with Sprite in the TCG as well. It's got pretty clear, defined interaction points, especially in a format where it doesn't have access to Totally Awesome. It has a pretty low ceiling, which is unfortunate in a format where decks are going as hard as Pearly Dragon Link are. It has a debilitating weakness to Max C that a lot of these decks have the capability to not play around, but at least play through to a degree. And it turns out all their monsters are light and dark also, so it also has the same weakness to Bestials that a lot of the other decks on this list do. That said, the deck is super consistent. I mean, it can make twos like nobody's business. It's just what you want to do with those twos isn't exactly well defined. I'm using Sprite here as a catch-all not only for Sprite pure decks, but also for Runic Furhire Sprite, which I think suffers a lot of the same problems as this strategy, with one additional exception, which is that deck doesn't have really any space for non-engine, and you need non-engine to beat Pearly. Next up. Branded. You might be surprised to see Branded at all. I'm a notable Branded hater, and Branded has one Branded fusion, which seems like a death knell for the archetype, but it isn't. Branded has consistent access to Branded fusion by way of Bestial Saronir, sending something like a Retribution to the graveyard and then getting the Branded fusion back from almost any position. There are a lot of builds of Branded that can theoretically do really well. The all-gas builds that were popular when Pack was piloting them are still around, and theoretically can play that Grasslook Screener, which is a really cool card. As much as I dunked on Scarlon for saying that the deck can play without access to Branded Fusion or resolution of it, it kind of can. I mean, it's got almost everything that it has in the TCG, including Blazing Cartesia, which really opens up a lot of options for the strategy. And theoretically, you can do the gimmick puppet lock, though people frequently don't. There's a couple of problems with Branded that warrant this position, however. It is, in essence, a combo deck with mid-range elements. It's trying to prevent your opponent from playing the game entirely, and if it fails to do so, it can fall back on some number of, like, Rindbroom and Mirror Jade and Gargwall. And decks are capable of beating that. What's more, it has a pretty diminished ability to go second. In the past, it really relied on cards like Guardian Chimera to clean up gummy board states, but those cards don't do super well against a Pearly Noir, do they? You're going to frequently find yourself in Bestial Wars with things like Dragon Link, and there's a significant amount of decks like Labyrinth that just do not give a fuck if you make Mirror Jade. Oh my god, not Mirror Jade. Jesus. In a best of 3 scenario, you've got additional problems. Your opponent's going to be able to board into extremely targeted hand traps for your strategy, and all the cards that beat Pearly going first also beat you because Dimensional Barrier has a ton of text on it. Expulsion banned in extra deck. Monster not here yet. What, Sanctifier isn't in Master Duel? I swear I saw someone Sanctifier. Nope. Well, maybe I'm stupid as hell. I saw someone gimmick Puppet Lock. How did they do that? I'm Googling it. You dreamt it. Maybe I did. The trap is still legal. Expulsion is very much not legal. Okay, Grandpa, let's get you to bed. I'm Googling it. Wow, yeah. Huh. Expulsion is legal. Literally lying. All right, well, Vlad, you're going to have to work with that one. The one thing that Branded does in Master Duel that I find particularly unique is plays a really expansive Nadir Servant line. Decks in the TCG are already experimenting with that as well, but it's cool to see it develop in Master Duel months before it did in the TCG relative to the time frame that cards are being released online. That card's really strong. Next up. What are you searching with Nadir? You search Maximus a lot of the time. And then you just mill a bunch of guys. It's a good-ass card. The Deer Servant. Real strong. Naturia. This one's strange. Naturia has a lot of cards that make it good. While there are hits to the strategy, they're not lights out. Like, the gameplay loop still exists. I couldn't really put my finger on why I think Naturia Runic isn't like a top-tier deck in Master Duel, but I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, like, there are decks that can win the game without ever activating a spell card, which makes going for Naturia Beast blind not particularly powerful. The Runic cards being all at 2 means that there are scenarios in which you want to be able to potentially guarantee you're drawing live off the top of your deck, but you can't do so because a significant amount of the cards you're going to draw are not the ones that you would prefer to. You also kind of have to dive deep into the pool of Runics. I've seen people playing like golden droplets, which you really don't want to have to do in this deck. It's got more space than other comparative Runic decks, like Runic Furhire for non-engine. But at the end of the day, you want your Runic Fountain to always be live, and for that reason, you're playing a critical mass of Runic spells, which competes with your ability to out cards like a Pearly Noir. The number one reason I think this deck is just not played as well is because it tests a skill that players usually aren't familiar with being tested. You can burn through your resources in deck using the effect of Mole Cricket in about 2 seconds, and a lot of players don't consider a long game when doing so. That means that more reserved players who are more familiar with playing a more control style of deck will see a lot more success with this than ladder Andes. When Joshua Schmidt plays this deck, it looks unbeatable, but when anyone else does, it looks exceptionally beatable. And that concludes Tier 3. For those of you following along at home, that means that every remaining deck is going to end up in the high potential category. And let's begin with the highest potential of all, Kashtira! Lo, how the mighty have fallen. Kashtira was like a day one ladder Andy deck. It wins or loses its games extremely quickly. It just does the one thing really fast, and that one thing does frequently win the game. But not always. Kashtira's got a ton going against it. First and foremost, a number of decks just do not care at all about the macrocosmos that Kashtira Arise Heart presents. At the time of Arise Heart's release in the TCG, the only other deck worth playing was Tierlist, so it looked really, really good by comparison. The numbers don't work out perfectly for Kashtira in Master Duel. The field spell being limited, the inability to search terraforming off of Thrust, Prosby at 1 all mean that it's kind of hard to find your combo. Frequently, you're just staring at a hand that's got like 2 copies of Rise Heart in it and crying. Like in the TCG, a lot of these decks are playing Fenrir natively, which means that because Arise Heart is legal for everyone, not just you, they can just make their own Arise Heart if you've activated the effect of Shangri-Ira immediately. And as Pearly became more popular, this deck, which was having a little trouble in tournaments but doing okay on ladder, stopped doing okay on ladder as well. It turns out a lot of the cards that beat Pearly also beat Arise Heart. Noir is a big ass Xyz with a bunch of materials, but it has protection. I mean, Arise Heart's just a guy. As a result, this deck has had a really fantastic drop-off, and I would not recommend it going into any tournament setting. While it was one of the top 3 most played things at the most recent Master Circuit Series, not a single copy made it into top 16, nor did it make it into top 16 last 2 weeks when it was the most represented deck in Swiss. I think this deck is not suitable for a tournament setting. I don't think you have to devote much side deck space to it that you're not already devoting to Pearly, and I think the deck is just boring as shit anyway. Play a fun deck. Do something enjoyable with your life. Next up, this one hurts me so bad. I don't know how they did it. But Konami has figured out a way to keep Kit Kalos legal and make Tierlament bad. It's shocking. It really is. The hits in Master Duel are so unbelievably comprehensive. I think it's Merly at 0, Havness at 1, Shiren at 2, the field spell at 1, no terraforming. I mean, all of the Millers are banned, the Shufflers are legal. It's rough. They limited Saliak for fuck's sake. Now, that's not to say this deck is unplayable. Certainly, it still has its home on the ladder and in tournaments where extremely skilled players can take advantage of the fact that Kit Kalos is legal and Chaos Ruler's legal, and theoretically you can still mill Snow. But at the end of the day, it is an extremely inconsistent deck that doesn't have nearly the explosivity that it has in the TCG or prior to the ban lists in Master Duel. It can get run over by decks that go bigger than it. It can brick against decks that are worse. The strategies that are more consistent can interrupt it at critical junctures because now it has choke points. And unfortunately, it doesn't have the wealth of interactions that it had in the past because it can't guarantee all of those points of interaction make it into the graveyard by way of 0 millers total. There are some games in which this deck looks unbeatable, where you mill like a god and your opponent feels like they are playing in 2022. They are just becoming fewer and farther between. Next up. I feel bad putting Sword Soul this low. Sword Soul's fine. It's a great deck. Especially for ladder, you can just load up Long Wan and burn your opponent out of the game. As someone who has a lot of psychic damage done to them by Sword Soul, courtesy of Doug Zeef, I know that this deck is very powerful. There's even some reasons in Master Duel why it's more powerful than it would be in the TCG. You can use Emergence to search Protoss if you already have access to your combo. I mean, it seems good. Unfortunately, once you look at the top 4 decks, it becomes immediately clear why this strategy isn't as strong as it is in the TCG. Decks like Labyrinth will just set cards like Compulse that just win them the game on the spot. Decks like Dragon Link can banish Ashunas from the graveyard with the Bestials and will overwhelm you with negates if they're allowed to go first. And the deck doesn't have a very good answer to, well, exactly a Pearly Noir. It does one thing, it does it with really striking consistency, and if it's running hot, it can absolutely beat opponents who have drawn poorly. But at the end of the day, the thing that has prevented this deck from being a top contender in this metagame isn't anything like ban lists. It has nothing to do with the deck's inherent strengths. It just kind of got power crept. I think we can put Longwan a 3, though. That's absurd that he's not there already. Next up. Now we're getting to the real stinkers. So Scareclaw is a really strange deck. The thesis behind Scareclaw is that Tryhard is an incredibly powerful card. And that's the end of the thesis for Scareclaw. Now, this was enough early into Kashtira's release because Kashtira doesn't have a really good answer to Tryhard, and so there were a lot of scenarios where you just played Towers Turbo. But now that Kashtira is like pretty universally recognized as a kind of mid strategy, the reason to play this deck has become a lot less compelling. Sure, it does have the ability to play a Sword Soul style of gameplay where you end on like their on-theme blackout and like once per turn your powerful Tryhard can't be destroyed by card effects. But this is a format where everyone's playing like Thrust and like Talents. And you can really just easily lose the game immediately via someone taking your very powerful Tryhard. I think the legacy of this deck is going to be that Tryhard is an impressively powerful card that's being played in better decks than Scareclaw. Next up. So similarly to how Scareclaw was similarly to how there was an argument for playing Scareclaw when Kashtira was like the best deck, the reason to play Exosister was that Tyr was the best deck. And that reason is vanished entirely. Now, that's not to say that Exosister doesn't still have good matchups. All of the decks in the top 4 do interact with their graveyard. But that's really not enough. Exosister still plays a game that's very low to the ground. They aim to set a lot of powerful trap cards to make up for the difference between the power of their deck and the power of the other top decks. And most decks are already prepared to deal with powerful back row because they're playing around Labyrinth already. Add to that the fact that this deck has a really big weakness to pretty much exactly Triple Tactics Talent, and you have a stew for a high potential archetype. We'll say high potential. Next up. Here, I'll do that again. Next up. Oh, man. They are doing everything they can to prevent me from playing Flu. Flu is fine. The argument for Flu and Master Duel is pretty clear. AoE Book of Moon is incredibly powerful. I mean, look at the top 4 decks. All of them have a problem with that effect in particular. If you need more evidence, look at how many people are splashing Daruma Karma Cannon for Thrust. This deck never special summons, which means it just gets to opt out of the Max C minigame, deading a significant amount of cards in your opponent's deck. And in games 2 and 3, there's no guarantee that they're going to have the necessary amount of cards to take out all of the cards that they have in their main to deal with that setup. M-Pen is an impressively powerful card in any format where people are playing Links. And when Dragon Link and VS are 2 of the top 4 strategies, boy, is that a good sell. Harpy's Featherstorm. It's legal. However, Konami has done everything in their power to prevent this deck from being playable in any capacity. 1 Prosby, 1 map, 1 M-Pen, 2 Shifter. I mean, They just limited extravagance. What more can you do to us? Listen, I think there is an argument for playing a deck that's got main deck shifter this format. I just think that deck is called Vanquish Soul. And finally, Runic Stun. This deck had a... Didn't this deck just win Duelist Cup? This deck just had an impressive finish in the Duelist Cup. And I really wanted to use this deck not as an indictment of that Duelist who absolutely performed out of their mind, but I do want to use it as a discussion of how the ladder is a different format than Best of 3. Once the side deck is in play, Runic Stun is not a very scary deck. A lot of the cards that you're boarding for Labyrinth are going to absolutely cook this deck alive. But if you're in a ladder scenario and you are expecting your opponent to play stuff like Pearly instead of stuff like Labyrinth, this deck can very easily steal a lot of games. It steals them fast, and it loses games fast too. So you get to churn through a ton of them and rack up DP. Once your opponent knows what you're doing, it's less good. So that's my list. Feel free to disagree with it. I know that you all do. I've been reading chat. I know you all have problems with it. If you can correctly identify those problems and write them in the comments, I would appreciate it. And now, my favorite part of every tier list video, where we go through all of the decks that didn't make it onto the tier list in the first place, and I tell you why I didn't do so. What are we working with, chat? Where's Rika? It topped UN Farfa tournament? No, it didn't. Rika did not top the MCS just now. What? Master Duel is an international video game. If only Europeans could play, I'm sure Rika would be tier 1. Rescue Ace? Oh. Wait till we get Preventer and Emergency, then we'll talk. Generators. This isn't Remote Duel Regional. Trap Tricks, dog. Yeah, for sure. Where's Nouvelle? Where is Nouvelle? Unfortunately, Nouvelle is too new, so we weren't able to get a good read on its power level. I would say probably tier 0. Tier -1, perhaps? Crystal Beast. I'm not Neshi. Alt detected. Mathmech, it's literally right there. Where Pendulum? Where is Pendulum? It's crazy that Heavy Metal Foe's Electromine is legal and a Pendulum deck isn't in the top 30 of strategies you can be playing in this game. I'm going to blame it on Shangri-Era, but I think its problems go a little deeper than that. Exodia. Jeff Leonard also pulled off the Exodia FTK this past week at the MCS. He did not top, you may be surprised to hear. What about Dynamorphia in a format where a time limit win isn't a factor? Isn't Dynamorphia, like, decent in the TCG? I wouldn't be surprised if... I think they're missing some support in Master Duel, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are a playable deck after that. Spiral, two-tone exactly can make this list, but Spiral in general, probably not. They're missing Intact. That's rough. Goatee. Goatee is so bad. Cyber Stew. Mathmech's on there. Same deck. Dark World. Can you take the win rate statistic from MDM into this? Yeah, sure. What do they say? Pearly, Dragon Link, Labyrinth. Yeah, we literally made the same list. Useless. Oh, and then they go crazy. They say Cash. Cash, 5th the best deck. No, that's not me, baby. Oh, Mathmech's in the same position. No, I put VS in a different position. Oh, they don't even have Sprite on. Oh, no, it's Live Twin Sprite. I don't even have Runic on here. Let's go to popularity rankings. So despite the fact that, like, that's a pretty close tier list, here's what they think is the best deck based on popularity. Pearly, Master One only, please. Mathmech best deck. That's what I'm learning from this. Mathmech, literal best deck. Mathmech best deck. Really, more people are playing Mathmech in Master Ladder than anything else? Fucking hell. Master One's a small ladder. Let's go to the whole one. Still, second place. Unbelievable. New Toys, PogChamp, New Toys, PogChamp. This was fun. This was a fun time. Dark Magician, shut the fuck up. It's like really mean. Shut up. Can we play Master Duel? Yes. Thank you for asking. We can play Master Duel. Ban that guy. Is Doug up? He's a little late. So we'll play Master Duel till he comes on. It'll be about 12:10, I think. All right, we gotta... Oh, there's new shit in the shop? Oh, it's just a pack. Oh, and an accessory. Stake your soul, your cock is mine. Firewall Dragon is back and bigger than ever. Ooh, hi Raisin. God, his hair is so stupid. Well, I've been wanting to play Vanquished Soul anyway. Why don't we just craft the why don't we craft the Vanquished Soul deck that that just did well? The Judeo Yu-Gi-Oh one that I think won the Decade event and topped mine. That deck looked real nice. I'll steal the fuck out of that. All right, let's see what we got to do here. Wins Roulette, 12-10. VS is really good. That's what I've been saying. I mean, people are being so fucking... People were so mean to me in that video for saying that VS is good, but VS is really good. Like, to the point where I'm considering it the same that I considered Mathmech in that weird pre-Pote format that we had. Oh my god. Just one. Okay, thank god. 2 Borger. No, 3 Borger. 3 Raisin. At least this guy's a super. Dr. Madlove is a fucking UR? You're shitting me. Stake your dick, your cock is mine. They're playing a continue. That's rough. That's everything, right? Yeah. Then we have Maxi. I'm going to play some stuff a little different than this person because I'm playing it on ladder. Like, they're on Kurikara, which is crazy for tournament play because you can expect your opponents are going to be on, like, good decks instead of bad decks. Ooh, show off my Royal Teakboo. Fenrir. Rise Heart. Oh, Druis Worm got shipped to 1. Fucked up that I missed the extra dust on that. He's on Durandal as well. Do you want to play Durandal? They released it 1? Oh, I must have just pulled extras of him. It's spelled something stupid. I always mess this card's name up. Durendal. We have a 3 of slot available because we're not playing the 2 Kurikara Div Incarnate and... Are we missing something else? Are we? Oh, the Wraith Soth. Yeah, so while I know chat's seeing a 2 slot and going, "Oh, play called by." But the strength of this deck is it doesn't actually give a fuck about any hand traps. I like Prosby. We could play like DD Crow. Let's do Talents. Yeah, for chat saying Imperm, like the reason they're on Kurikara isn't just that Kurikara is good against Noir. It's because like you can reveal it for Ryzen. If we... Man, I want to cut the Continue. We could cut like Continue, Talents, Prosby, and instead play 3 Kurikara? No, I should keep in. I should keep in Continue. I'm out of. Cut Snow Devil? Absolutely not. Are you fucking with me? No shot. Abyss Dweller. Exciton Knight. Playing a small zoo package. A chill zoo package. Big Eye. Why are we playing Big Eye? Is he a 7? Who the fuck is a 7? Borgor? He is, wow. Rise Heart. Oh my god. Zeus. The Zeus is loose. We're missing Babushka. All right. Oh boy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 URs. 10 URs. Don't look. Don't look, chat. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Decraft Saga? Oh my god, we have so many URs we can finally decraft from Saga. Holy shit, that's such a good point. We're just gonna pull him here. Ready? Oh, not bad, not bad. A little bad. Wow. Well, Dr. Madlove is a card that we needed. All right. Before I buy any more, let's see what we can disenchant. We do need that, and that, and that, and that, and that. We probably don't need Raw, but I'll keep it around. He's beautiful. No, we need him. And him. Probably don't need him. We'll wait for getting the refund on him. Uh-oh. I just sort of assumed that we had more shit that we could disenchant. These are like all super important URs. Oh, B-Gram. And this guy. Alessi. Here we go. This guy. Fuck. See ya, Ark Rebellion. You served me well. We definitely don't need 2 Gizzy. Oh, we might if we ever play a Gizzy format. We need Bussy Phallus. You know all the trap tricks, assholes. We don't need Dinoster. That guy's not good. We don't need Tiara. We're never playing that deck. I don't think we need Master King Archfiend. We have decrafted the entirety of that agent deck. Thank God for that. See ya, Coelacanth. We're never playing that deck. We're never playing Bingo Machine Go deck. Diabolantis, the Menacing Mantis. I never found a home for you. No, we'll keep that. I think we can probably safely disenchant the G Golems finally. Oh, Doug's ready.
Joseph!
Hello, Douglas.
How's it going? I'll tell you as I'm pulling things up here. I'm gonna throw the intro to you today. I think you deserve it. So be thinking about that as I'm setting stuff up.
I'm making some hard choices right now.
Yeah.
Chad, we can probably lose the mutant cards. We're never making that deck again.
What are you going for? What do you need to craft?
I want to play VS really bad. We have 2 grass. Okay. All right, 186. This is fine. We'll do these ones, and then we'll just pull. How many do we need to pull for it to be 180? We need to pull 3 of the URs that we don't have already. So we'll just pull until we do that.
Oh, while I have you here, I'll just put you on the spot because you never answered the DM. How many Royal Rares do you have that are main deck?
Fuck, I keep forgetting. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I didn't know if it was too gaudy for you. I think a Royal Rare only match would be really funny. I have 35 main deck ones, so I'm not quite there yet.
Oh, there is. I have.
Yeah, there's a way to filter it. Yeah, I have 35, so like maybe in a couple months.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Close.
So, three off.
Yeah, you'll probably get it in one episode of Master Roulette here.
if my luck holds.
Yeah, let me
Pull for VS until you get 3 royals. Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go, chat.
You're
These
a little
last 3
loud
are gonna
today.
be-
I'm gonna turn you down here. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect.
All right, chat. I'm gonna need you to let me know that Firewall is back and bigger than ever here. Ready? Doesn't look good.
Oh, wait,
It was not.
I have my Valium turned up. I mean, fucking, how did that happen?
This one for sure. It leads with a royal, or it leads with a UR. It's gotta be UR. Here we go.
Okay. This.
How did we do that? We just opened back to back. Our only UR was Alpha, the Master of Beasts. He's not in the set. We just got Royal Incantation Chalice Line. Let's fucking go.
No way! Oh, because that's a super.
That's one of my favorite
gosh.
cards of all time.
Chalice Line Monthly. Let's go.
The Chalice Line.
Ah, that's cool. Nice.
And we just opened another Chalice Line. Is he in this set?
What set?
Oh, he is. The new
Shino
set.
one.
The Singularity Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
How many packs do we need for this? 20?
Yeah, 20.
All right, here. We ain't getting shit, chat. We should be able to put some number of SR points into a UR point. Like 120 SR points for 30 UR points.
Hey, compared to Duel Links, I'm just glad we got anything.
That's legitimately true. That is legitimately true.
Sometimes I still get nightmares about playing that game.
Ugh.
Spending $300 to pull a card I paid $2 for in TCG. It's great.
Yeah. We need to find 9 cards to disenchant, chat. That's 2. We need 7 more. I could lose the Masters. I'm never playing that card. You were right.
I
We
got
lose a droplet.
Yeah, I'm ready in my end when you are.
Yeah, give me... We lose Zombie Stein.
What if you need that?
I know. Do you need 2 IP? Regrettably, yes. You haven't done the Imperm bundle. You can lose one of those.
You haven't done the Imperm bundle?
But then I have to go into all my decks and redo it. I don't want to do that.
No, it replaces it now. It's like the... Remember when you open a deck, it like pops up and says... You got a card for this deck since you last opened it. So I think you won't have to... I think you'll just have to say yes to the pop-up.
Okay, Royal. Stake Your Soul got a glossy finish. All right. We'll play that at some point, chat, but that's VS. You needed 2 Donner for Fur Hire. Did I? Oops.
I can't imagine...
We'll just make it later.
Besides Runic Fur Hire, maybe. Do they even play 2? No, they don't even
They
play
do,
2.
yeah.
Other than pure Fur Hire. Oh, they... Okay.
All right, let me turn the... You want the music off, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna do the intro, and then... Oh, yeah, we're keeping the rule. I think the rule of craft 1 SR from the pack, and then in your case, yeah, and then you'll open 1 free pack. I think that does fix things a lot, so we'll keep that. But everything else, just old roulette.
Ready when you are.
When you're ready, I am here.
All right. Welcome back to another season of Master Roulette. There's not seasons to this. We just roll a wheel until we're done. I'm back on the show, replacing that no-good scoundrel Farfa. And Doug, I have to confront you specifically. During the time when I was banished to Saga, I heard that a lot of individuals were breaking the rules.
I know. The integrity of this show was truly broken immediately when you left. I think that Farfa and I cheated more in the last 20 weeks than you and I did in 30, 50 weeks. I don't even know how many episodes we had filmed before. All I know is that it took 35 episodes for me to cheat once, and it took Farfa 1 episode to cheat.
I'm like, I
so
remember
that's
when
all you need to know.
I remember when I rolled 2 and flipped back and forth on the Thunder Dragon one. And, like, people in the comments were livid. They were like,
They
how
were
could you do
melting
this?
down over that.
What's
Yeah,
wrong
little
with
did
you?
they know what was around the corner.
Farva was just like, I'm crafting pure Dream Mirror, and then of course got owned. I do have to, despite the fact that I am talking crap on Farfa, I have to thank him so much for taking some of those packs off the wheel, because dear God, I would never have selected the Dream Mirror pack.
Dream Mirror, Venom. I mean, he was in the
I'm
weeds.
smoking on that Reptilian pack. That's what I'm telling you. It's not happening, baby.
I will offer you here. Oh, I did want to clarify, at the end of the last roulette that we filmed with Farfa, I kind of asked chat if they wanted me to inherit the mystical the Scorpion and the Temple of the Kings. But some people in the comment section pointed out that it actually doesn't make sense for me to inherit them. It makes sense for you to get them. So I think we should do a royal reset here. We're not going to keep any of the royal rares from previous roulette, mostly because I can't remember them and it's too confusing. But
I was going to say, thank you so much, Doug, because those are gone.
Yeah, like who the fuck knows? So going forward, the only royal that will start off in is that you'll have Temple of the Kings and that Scorpion whenever you want it until the combo goes off. And then, of course, going forward, if we pull any royal rares, we get to keep those for the rest of the season.
Oh, chat's actually reminding me. I will reveal to you now that it's over. Two episodes before I left, I pulled Boral Guard Dragon and was just like, oh, when we come back, we're just going to make Boral Guard every game.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just see you later, Beauregard.
Yeah, see you, buddy.
I would love to allow you to have the first spin on this return to Master Roulette. Your return to form here.
Yeah.
Let's see what you get.
I can't see the wheel if you've got it up.
Well, no, you should be able to see it. It's on Discord.
No, you're... Oh, that's a me problem. All right, I'm ready.
You got Scrap Iron Soldiers.
Ooh.
Which is not what it sounds like.
It's scraps,
but
right?
No, it's junk.
Oh,
Scraps are devastation regenerated naturally.
Ah, man, I really want to say no to this, but this set... It's not...
Just look at the wheel real quick, kind of see what we're working. I mean, there's a lot of bad packs on here. I don't know about where this one falls in the tier list.
Let's talk real quick. How does this work? If I reroll, can I pick either, or I have to go with what it gets?
You have to go with what it gets.
There's some really bad ones on here, chat. And the SR, I can craft junk connector. I can craft converter.
You can go for whatever. Yeah, you can go for converter. You can go for whatever.
Junk warrior is not in this set.
Neither is junk synchron.
Oh. Okay.
It does have. Wait a sec. Hold on. This might be one where we have. I see that it also doesn't have quick draw synchron. How is that possible?
No, I mean,
maybe this one should get 1 junk warrior and 2 junk synchron. The reason that they're not in the pack is because in one of the starter decks, I think in the starter deck, is it 1 junk warrior, 2 junk synchron? Is that what it is? I would be fine saying that you're allowed to have those. I think if you take this awful pack.
If I get the if I get the starter deck ratios, I will play this for sure.
Let's see, it is. I think. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah,
what's
it's
it called?
Definitely
it's the
those.
synchro starter.
I don't think they give you 3 of them. Yeah. I mean, this just isn't playable. Like this pack is
Synchro Unity starter contains 3 junk synchron actually, and 1 junk warrior.
Well, you're only getting 2, so
and
I mean that's like the rule that we did with
and a Nitro Warrior. Yeah, okay. Here, let me make this easy.
You don't get the rest of that stuff.
Let me make this easy for you. Let's respin this shit. Yeah. I don't want to play this deck.
Spin that wheel. Let's see.
Get this shit out of here.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's not fair, dude. Okay, well,
Sisters of the Light. Let's see what that is. Oh, how interesting.
It's the new one. It's
Yeah, I think I will. I think I will be taking the Exo Sister pack. In fact,
yeah, the Exo Sister artifact pack is certainly a little better than Junk Warrior or Junk Synchronless Junk. Here we go. Here's my spin. Can I beat the Sisters of Light? I'm gonna need a good archetype. Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
the Champions of Hope. So
What's Champions of
I know
Hope?
you're an expert on this one, but I don't think this set is good.
This is a
This was
Utopia one. Oh,
yeah, the
I think
only
we actually
normal summonable.
we have to take this one off. It's got 2 normal summonable monsters.
Okay. Oh, because all the
It's all the Zexal
Okay,
weapons.
fair.
All the normals. Chad, if you're
that
unfamiliar
one's
with
a
the set,
count.
every
See you
normal is a
later.
Zexal weapon.
Okay, that can get added to the list of packs I don't know what we're doing with later. Here we go. Here's the first real spin. That one I will remember to take off next time. We have
Oh! I know
better.
you want Neo Space Comrades.
Neo Space Comrades. And you know what? The old DZ might have immediately respawned, but I am actually going to look this up. Does this have the more recent Neo Space stuff?
No, look it up.
do you think,
It's
in
got
here?
the new fusions at Ultra and Super. Why don't you look it up and you tell me what you think about this one?
Okay, yeah, Neos Fusion Ultra. Well, no, they don't have like the whatever that new trap. No. Respin. Okay, here we go. Please, good enough to be
Blazing War. I don't know what that is,
Warrior.
but I can tell already that it's a stinker. That's like what you name a pack that you have to name at the 11th hour. Oh,
You can't think of.
this is
Whoa!
actually not bad. It's the heroics and the
Why is this
Battling
called
Boxers.
Blazing Warriors? Yeah, this is that. Oh, because the battling boxes are fire. Okay,
Yeah.
this is a good set.
Lead
I
Yokes
like
at
this.
Super. Wow, this is going to be
Yeah,
a game.
I mean, Lead Yoke fucking sucks against Exo Sisters, but yeah, it's at Super. See you in those polls. Good luck. Okay.
Well,
So you
that
get
was
to
a,
craft a Super and then open 1 free pack. Those
Okay.
count. Those
sounds
count.
good.
Oh my gosh, can't believe you got fucking Exo Sisters. Unbelievable.
All right, so say it with me, chat. Here's what Doug doesn't know. The Exorcister pack's actually not very good. So you would expect, a set for an archetype that is TCG playable to be strong, right? And it is at the UR level. At UR, we've not only got Martha, but that's also where Magnifica and Machias and Pax are. At SR, the only Exosister Xyz we have is Gibrine, and then we've got like a Sophiel Caspitel at Rare. Vadis and Returnia are both supers, and the Artifacts are the other series in here. I'm considering crafting Artifact Dagda, which is a super. Huh. In fact, Ellis and Irene are the only Exosisters at normal and rare. Sophia and Stella are both at super. I am going to do what's being recommended to me by I Wish I Was Dead, and I'm going to craft Returnia. Because Returnia is a card that outs exactly Lead Yoke. The problem is I already have 3 Returnia, so we're going to be crafting a different card just to get in there. We have 3 Twin Twister. We probably don't have 3 Vadis, right? There we go. All right, free pack. Let's make it happen. All right, good start. I'm screenshotting. All right, 10 packs starting now. Let's make it happen. Uh-oh. Oh, that one gay pack in the back is going to carry us. So all the ultras are crazy, but nothing but the ultras is really crazy. Sophiel, a good pickup. We will probably play Carpe as well. Ugh. That's an Ellis. We definitely need a playset of Ellis. Oh, we will probably play Sky Blaster. It's another Ellis that's good. We'll probably end up playing some number of artifacts, which is good with, like, Tiamaton, but I don't know, man. Ugh, really not what I wanted to see. Oh, come on! What is that pack? That's our Ellis playset. Alright, come on. Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna get one from the set. Another Carpe Divum. It's our Carpe playset. This is not looking great. Alright. Oh, at least it's from the set. Oh, Card Trooper also. We'll play that. Gabrine is good. Gabrine is very good. I'm glad we didn't craft that. They really want us playing the artifacts. What, the Kadoosh? A Sophie L big as well. And Nyarla. We could make Nyarla. Alright, what are we hoping for? Machias, right? We want Michaelis. Oh, fuck off. Come on. Durandal. That's not bad. That is not bad. These Tiamatons are going to go hard. Manticore of Smashing. I love that card. Smashing. Actually never read this card. Oh my god. Whoa! This... What the fuck? This card is crazy! What? Does this proc if you destroy an artifact? This is like the greatest artifact card of all time. What the fuck? I wasn't even going to read it. I was like, oh no, not that, not this card. All right. So I'm feeling a little better about this second 10 because we read Hidden Fangs of Revenge at the very end there and found out that it is a turn skip. So we might just be playing artifacts. Sloth again. Double Cyclone, huge pickup. I still would like a Machias would be crazy here. Oh, it came out. Hopefully it comes out in the right direction. What the heck? There was no reason for that to come out. I didn't see a UR, by the way, in here. Oh, come on. Utopia Buster. Yarp. Oh, hello. Ugh, I hate peeled Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Twin Twister crazy. Twin Twister so strange. Okay, good. Machias. We'll take it. Oh, we might play Shark Cannon. Oh, Gah! We'll play Gah for sure. Sophia, big pickup. Sophia, huge pickup, actually. Cool. If we get no good URs, it is proof positive that Doug has control of the Exo Sisters. We might play Raikou. No reason for that one to come out. Here we go. Last one. Can we end on a hollow? We ended on 2 hollows. Here we go. Returning is good. Second to Randall. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Okay. This card's insane. But this one did not open, or this one did not end up exactly where we wanted. We might just be playing artifacts. I mean, we're still playing the Exo Sisters. Like, we would play any, like, rank 4 decent engine that we pulled. It's just a little less good than I'd hoped. Feels good to be screen capping these again. Okay, what are we working with? Certainly we're playing Ga and this guy. Okay, let's check out the artifacts. So, this one seems pretty good. Kadoosh. This one seems really good in Pure. Scythe is good. Chakram. Chakram doesn't seem very good. Vraja is, if I recall correctly, this is Battle Fader. Yeah, this card's insane. Mjolnir. This is okay. Okay, what else are we playing? Tiamaton, obviously insane. This is a quick effect, so it can proc the artifacts. 3 Ellis, Sophia. Maybe this guy. Definitely not any of these assholes. Dimensional Allotype Varus is a cool way to synchros. We'll see if we have any synchros, but he's a neat card. We don't need Jaja. We don't need Utopia Buster. We don't need Starlit Papillion. Or this. Or that. We'll probably play Karpev Diem. Oh, this card's not very good, actually. Dubs we're playing. Twin Twister we're playing. I think we only pulled the 1 double Cyclone. Shark Cannon? No, probably not. Hidden Fangs we're definitely playing. Arment. Ugh, it's not very good. We have to already be ahead. Same with Xyz Reborn. I don't think this card is very good. Play Returnia. Oh, we already have one in. Achilles Shield. How are we feeling about Achilles Shield? This card's very good. Card is quite strong. Play this guy. Air Armor Ninja is a 4. I was hoping he was a 5. Radiant Virescence. That's cool. I don't need him, though. We'll play Card Trooper. He's just like a nice guy. Fairy Cheer Girl. Are any of these assholes fairies? Oh, the artifacts are useless. We'll play Nyarla. Play Gabreen. We pulled one of. Temple of the Mind's Eye. That's a funny card. We did pull some number of Irene. And we did pull a Vadis. Let me see how many Irene we pulled. The Vadis was the craft. Oh, then we only have one Returnia. Okay. We actually pulled 2 Irene from the very first pack and then never pulled one again. That's so funny. Okay. Let's see. So the only thing I'm concerned about here is the ratios of artifacts we have. So let me look real quick. How many Viara do we have? We pulled 3 Viara. We pulled how many Mjolnir? I think we actually only pulled 2 Mjolnir. Let me check. No, we have all 3 Mjolnir. We pulled one. How many of the Caduceus? 1 Caduceus? Oh, fuck no. I hope that's not true. 2 Caduceus. Okay. Achilles Shield, I think we actually didn't pull a playset of. We pulled 0 Achilles Shield and then 4. Okay, we actually did. What's that other one called? Aegis. That's 2 Aegis followed by 2 more. Okay. All this. Did we actually pull the 3rd Irene? No, we didn't. That's crazy. We literally pulled 0 Irene after that first pack where we pulled 2. That's the funniest thing ever. 3 Ellis, 3 Tiamaton, and then these are all 1-ofs. I think I'm playing Xyz Reborn because I think that card is bonkers. So the problem with Xyz Reborn is I just can't imagine getting to an Xyz. Oh, did we pull 2 double Cyclone? I'll play 2 if we pulled 2. Yeah, we don't need the tuner because we don't have any synchros. Good call. I think it is correct to cut Sky Blaster. I don't think there's any reason to be playing that card. I will play 2 Xyz Reborn. I just don't think it's very good. Like, it's really strong if you have gotten out an Xyz. But like a scenario where we make Durandal, I think we're winning for many reasons. What is he not playing? I Wish I Was Dead has sent me a list. He is not playing... I think he's playing literally the exact... Oh, he's not playing Carpev Diem. Okay, well, we can cut that card. It's not very good. You have Twin Twister? Yeah, it's right here. No Card Trooper either. Well, then what has he filled this space with? The 3 cut Card Trooper, 3rd Xyz Reborn? No. It's something else. Just trying to see if I'm missing like a guy. I don't think so. Playing the 2nd double Cyclone. Yes, 2nd double Cyclone, 3rd Xyz Reborn is what I Wish I Was Dead is playing. We might play that too. I don't. None of these other cards are even remotely interesting. Chakram. We could play 1 Chakram. Chakram's really bad though. I don't know how to just. It's really not good. I'm gonna play it anyway. I'll play 2 of it. How many Chakram do I have? Let's find out. I Wish I Was Dead is on 3 Cyclone. No, he's not. We pulled... Oh. Uh-oh. Where's Chakram? We pulled 2 total Chakram. Arment is better than Xyz Reborn. How could that possibly be the case? No, it is not. Xyz Reborn, the reason we're playing Xyz Reborn is its interaction with Durandal. Or like Dig Vorjak. Do we have 3 Dig Vorjak? We have to, right? Let me check the Xyz. I want to play 15. 1 Shark Fortress. 1 Dig Shock, followed by 3 Shark Fortress, and 1 more Dig Shock. Okay, well, we have the 3rd Shark Fortress, so we can play 15. Just have to cut 1 card here. What do y'all think? I think Chakram is probably the cut. You know what the cut could be is Geh. It sounds like really shitty, but how the fuck is a no, Geh's crazy. Geh's insane. Chakram. It doesn't do anything. Card Trooper. Card Trooper pluses us. He's like an attacker. We don't have any just like general attackers. I think actually the Raikou is probably the cut. I can't imagine a scenario where I want to develop the Raikou. We don't like have any normal summons is the reason I'm playing these 2 cards. Raikou, pop your own artifact. I don't think we can do that. Oh, we can. Crazy. Okay, I'm going to take a shit, and then we'll come back. Well, hopefully the same time Doug's done. In that time, I need you all to think of the 1 card you want gotten rid of. Okay, be back soon. Let me throw in a sensory video for you. You want to watch Danny? We could watch a baby sensory video. Well, Luke Von Karma. Luke Von Karma. Oh, he's uploading shorts now. Here's the Luke Von Karma Jillian video. Oops, I mean Leah. Get it? Okay.
Well. Everyone was so mad about all the boring ass replays. Well, I've got a virtual world
Gritty
replay
Granny
for you here. We have the twitch.tv/youtube.com/Leah Asimov, aka the Gritty Granny. Maxi, Lulu, Double Kowloon, and Chuche. We are going first, 44 cards versus our opponent's 40. Okay, we are starting off with Maxi. All right. Leah plays against the best and the brightest. The absolute best and the brightest in Master Duel history. You know, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you are, by the mandate of heaven, you are destined to win your games. We're going to go Lulu, send the Qinglong, go grab Lily. We're going to go Lily, target the Chuche, send our Nian Nian, switch some to Lily. Going to go Qinglong here, banish it. Get to go grab ourselves Gigi. Gonna send the Chuche from hand. Now we're gonna go GG, target the Chuche, sending ourselves another GG. Might as well, doesn't matter really. Gonna special summon the Nian Nian because of the GG special. Synchro. Going Coral Dragon here. I do like that Coral Dragon does have an animation. That is an easy Zolkin. Now we're gonna go Coral, draw a card, set a card. We're gonna go Zolkin here. We're going to special summon our Crystal Wing. Now we're gonna go Chuche. We're going to make our Lulu a level 6. That way, it's the only reason we did that is to turn our Chuche. You might be wondering, why did we do that? Well, now we have a pop as well. We're going to go Maxi in draw step. Well, you know, sometimes you get gamered. Okay, it looks like we're against Pearly. We're going to Chuche my friend Pearly here. Shuffle back here. Okay. Oh, that is Pearly Sleeping Memory to summon the Pearl Lily, but I don't think that is enough. Grabs ourselves another my friend Pearly. It might be, but we still need a discard, and there is not enough cards in our hand to make this work. So instead, we're going to go grab Pearly. We're going to normal it. Go grab a Excavate and Pray to Christ. Oh, and they hit the Pretty Memory. Again, unfortunately, we still don't have a discard, so we cannot activate this. But we get to go Pearly. Reveal and make Beauty. Okay, sure. Make Z's. The Beauty. Now we're gonna go Xuanwu. We're gonna go Beauty here. Target effect monster and negate its effects. Then we're gonna target Nian Nian. And then we're gonna eat the Zolkin. Okay. The Zolkin is in our possession. But we get to go Defense Mode! Xuanwu activated. Well, we're gonna go Lulu here. Sending the Qinglong. We're gonna go grab Lao Lao. Okay. Gonna activate the Qinglong. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. That's 3 gates on board. Wait! That's 4 gates! Counts the one you put! I did not know that! 4th gates! 4! 4. I was like, wait, that's 3. No, it's not. It's 4. Lily send. Summon Lily. Qinglong negate this stupid beauty. Juju, spin it. I'm spinning. Nice. Nice one. See ya. Send it. I meant send it, not spin it. My friend Pearly. Chuche. Have you folks ever heard of MST negate? Bye-bye. Ma'am. The ultimate send-off. Did you like it? Absolutely brilliant. Just incredible. What a fantastic game. For evil. Bullying. Thank you, Leah. As I was defending you. God. We got Mr. Frostflare. With Fortune Lady Light. Okay, maybe YouTube was right. maybe YouTube was right. Magician's Souls, Allure of Darkness, Fortune's Future, and Chicken Game. Okay, 40 versus our opponent's 41. Start off with Chicken Game. This is full combo. Yeah, it's an Illusion Chaos. Okay, Maxi. I don't know if you want to do that, TBH. Go Allure. We're gonna banish the Fortune Lady past. Now we get to go Fortune's Future. That's kind of nice. We get to put back a Fortune Lady, draw 2. Summon the Fortune Lady Light, go Fortune Lady Calling. I love the percentages on these. It's so funny. Banishing Fortune Lady Light. 0, 0, 0, 0. Activate Fortune Vision. There are so many. 0.03, 0.03, 0.04. Needleworm. Charge Warrior. Charge Warrior. Draw into Chicken Game. Chicken Game, Chicken Game, Chicken Game, Chicken Game. Needleworm. Chicken Game, Chicken Game, Chicken Game, Chicken Game. Watch out for my Chicken Game. Draw 2, banish Fortune Lady Pass. That's just more draws for us. Speed this up a bit. We'll repeat some actions here. Draw some more cards. Activate Allure of Darkness. Draw more cards. Banish our Illusion of Chaos. We don't need it. Hero Shadow Scout. Okay. Desynchro. Yet again, we're going to draw. Oh, sync them all off. I assume this is, yep, Flower Guardian Moonflower Viewing. We've seen this a couple times before. Draw into Eclipse. Desynchro. Put them all back. Draw more cards. Moonflower Viewing yet again. Oh, well, well, well. Looks like you lose, Yugi. Okay, anyway, Magical Stone Excavation will pitch grab Desynchro. Our opponent is on 27 cards left. Moonflower Viewing yet again. Draw. Nice one. Okay. I mean, if you get it off the top, whatever, who cares? We have 5 cards left in our deck. Okay. It's incredibly funny. It is incredibly funny to watch them use Imperm on the draw spells. Dog, we have our whole deck in our hand. All right, Magical Mallet. Put them all back. Put them all back. I need different cards. Magical Stone Excavation. Pitch. Grab the Desynchro. 4 cards left in deck. Okay. We've drawn our 3 needleworms, by the way. 3. One of them's hollow. You pulled a hollow needleworm. What is wrong with you? Fortune's future. The donut. Yeah, we drew way faster than they did. There's eccentric, and there's the donut. Okay. We are going to pen summon the worms. Eccentric, pop the donut. Set. Ash Blossom. Okay, I mean, let's go Book of Eclipse. Okay, this one resolves. Ghost Trick Scare. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get tricked. If there are any spells among them, discard the spell cards. Oh, hi, Nibiru. This is not casual. This is ranked. This is Masters. This is Master 5. If you thought this was casual, you are wrong. This is a Master Rank duel. Well, we've got Chompy Zilla in the Duelist Cup. Beckoned by the World Chalice. Ash Blossom. Piri Ray's map. Furin Kazan. ×2. You have 2 of these. Well, 40 versus 40. You gotta love to see it. Piri Ray's map. Grab the World Chalice. What? Oh no, it's actually World Legacy. You are making Imduck. Yeah, no, Imduck. Imduck extra normal. Normal summon the World Chalice by tributing. We're going to link it off, make Almirage. World Chalice effect. Special summon 2. Lee and Crowned. Looking like the story mode. We're going to grab Guard Dragon. Make another Imduck. Link these 2 off. Megalore. We're going to make Liberal. Imduck. Summon the World Chalice Guard Dragon. Imduck set, Liberal. Set the World Legacy Succession. Special summon back the Imduck. Link it off. Hello, Ib. Ib in the middle zone. Guard Dragon. It's banished. Special summon. Beckoned. Okay. Wind. Water. Earth. Fire. Ash, I'm sorry. Captain Planet. There's so many jokes. Play the Avatar the Airbender theme song. Play the Captain Planet theme song. Play Banish the World Legacy. Go grab World Legacy's heart. Sometimes you just draw what you need to draw. Sometimes you go, are you serious?
That was a good one.
Is my opponent screwing with me? They just
that took a while.
drew both of these. You got to.
And right on time. Doug's done 4 minutes ago. All right. Back to Master Duel. All right. Let's do the profile real quick. What did we say we were cutting? Chakram. All right. We'll go. You! Tube. Hey, everybody. It's your boy, Joseph Rothschild. Wait, we don't have to do that part of the intro. So here's the list, and I'm liking it a lot. Certainly we didn't pull the amount of Exo Sisters that we had hoped, but I have to guess that that's a result of Doug's meddling with the pack algorithm to prevent me from getting his lovely ladies into my list. We got a Sophia, a couple of Irenes, and 3 Ellis, which means we can at least activate like Vadis and Returnia. And we have some Xyz monsters as well. We've got a Sophiel, 1 Gabrine, we've got Caspatel. Maybe it'll happen. But the real spice in this one is the artifacts. We have 3 Mjolnir, 3 Vajra, which is also Battle Fader, 3 Achilles Shield, 3 Aegis, double the Kadoosh, a Chakram, and a Scythe. No Moral Tech, which is not that big of a deal because we have Hidden Fangs of Revenge, which if you haven't read, is like the greatest card for artifacts I've ever seen in my life. You can destroy 2 set cards you control, and if you do, negate the attack if your opponent's attacking. Then if any of those were monsters, it becomes the end phase, and you get to wipe your opponent's field. So, that's our win condition. Everything else is just chilling. We don't have a lot of normals, so I threw in Card Trooper and Raiko, and Swordsman of Revealing Light and Gah are really good too. So I'm feeling good about this. Happy to be back in the driver's seat on roulette, and let's give Doug a call. Is there an Exo Sister like card carrier? If not, I'll use the new one. The firewall is back and bigger than ever. There is. Catholics, probably. Let's use the Rafflecy. Let's use D for Doug. Hello.
Let's go. How'd your polls go?
Oh, you're going to find out.
Oh, boy. Okay. Fuck me. Okay, here we go.
They went all right.
You're gonna... I got some cards, too.
Yeah, I bet
Probably
you did.
Exo Sister cards, but I got some cards. I'm cooking. Yeah, here we go. Invite.
Is there an Exo Sister, like, picture? I don't think there is.
No.
He's a raisin.
No.
What mate do you want, chat, for Exo Sisters? Oh, let's use the bike. We just got the bike.
Oh, yeah. My God, added, yeah.
We'll show it off.
Man, I was really sad. I think I'm fine telling you this because it's like obvious, but there's a card that I keep pulling in at like so many of these episodes, Dyna Tank, and it's just like the dumbest fucking looking card, and I make fun of it every time. But it's like it's a fusion that takes 1 machine and 1 dinosaur monster, and I always go like, what's that with this?
Someday,
in my life.
Someday.
And I just found out that because I pulled it. It has a main deck monster counterpart that is a machine that fusion summons. So it's 1/2 of the, and I did not pull a single dinosaur card to combo with it.
That's
but I would have loved
unfortunate.
to summon the Dyna Tank for real after all these weeks. It would have been funny.
All right, predictions up, chat. I will say, ooh, you got a new standing by. How about another duel?
Standing by. Guys, I'll put a little... You got 1 minute to put predictions up. Live your life.
Hey.
Okay, it's time.
All right.
Ooh, we got the die roll. See, here's the thing. I guess I'll go first because, oh god, you're playing Exo Sister Artifact.
Be
But
cool.
I really don't feel good about it. So...
All right, 65-35 me. What'd yours end up?
It's not looking so hot. Well, I don't know. It's still going right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah, this is definitely a hand. Okay, so we will... Yeah, this is not going to go well.
Woo! Catch your breath, man. Oh, all right. Well, what if I told you my hand's not so great either?
No way, you're set. Well, you're just gonna set a bunch of artifact cards.
It could be anything.
Okay,
Could
we
be
got a
anything,
game.
Doug.
Okay, I feel good. You're not activating Martha.
You
are
going to get to normal summon a battle and box your 2 turns in a row and overlay. Don't worry.
Okay. Damn, that sucks, dude. This card was printed this year. Okay, Normal.
I'm
See what
in.
you got down there. Are you fucking
Ryko.
Not bad, dude. Not bad.
Is there like a heroic challenger that can special itself or something?
Yes. There is.
Okay.
But I'm sure there's a couple. I don't know how to. Wait, this
I don't
can
know, like,
add.
Assault Halberd's a
Anything?
really good card.
I just found out that can add heroic spell and trap cards. I had no idea. Okay, wait. Should I do something else then? Add one. No, I mean I'll just add this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the other way? Okay, chat. Well, you see, the thing is, this isn't actually like surviving, so this play's fine. See, the thing is, you don't realize that that's happening.
What'd I mill? Oh, they happen simultaneously? I'm gonna try this.
Oh! That
He's Dupe Frog.
was not what I was expecting.
Don't get excited.
But that is pretty cool. Welp. I mean, 3 back row. I just don't want to like use all that stuff. I don't know. Go ahead. Chat, we only. I don't want to give it to. Well, no, I don't. We only have. I don't have enough. We're slow rolling. Slow rolling. Backseat gaming. Oh yeah, we are a little. You know, beat.
I'm just
Chill
chilling.
off
I don't
the
think I actually
play-by-play.
have to. I'm just gonna chill.
Okay, we're both. This is just a very chill return to the Master Roulette.
I'm the control deck, baby.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And this, yeah, that's true. Is this one's return? Why did I just thought of, why did I put this in the deck? It just hit me. Why did I put that in there? He's playing artifacts.
Usually, this is me at like round 7 of a YCS.
Anyway, fuck, dude. Okay, we'll move this guy. Activate Heroic Envoy.
This is so shitty.
Oh, okay.
I need a spell trap.
Sorry, what is this one doing when it gets summoned?
Nothing. It reborns a guy, but I don't have a guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, I do see the sequencing now, how this makes, but I don't even want to. Well, we'll still do it. Yeah, that's fine.
Sure. Wait, what the fuck? You got to search still?
Yeah.
But I destroyed your card.
Stop. Well, at least I can do this. Let's special Burning Dragon.
Oh, what the fuck? Would you like to activate his effect?
You know, I think I'm gonna hold off on that
Are you
one.
sure?
I think I'm gonna chill on the Burning Dragon ability, but that's okay. And then these guys are on defense mode. Yeah.
Uh-oh. I didn't know you had good cards in here.
We don't. Not too many. What do I even accomplish here? This card special summons? No. I mean, sure. Feels like kind of a waste, but
Sure.
summon. I special summon the yoke that is lead.
Yeah, he is.
Or wait, lead?
It's lead.
Is it lead yoke or lead?
They're all
it's
metals,
lead
right?
Yoke. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. This. No, let's. Oh gosh, I could just. Like, what if you just have nothing? This doesn't work, right? No. Okay.
Sure.
What does this do?
Oh man, you could really make a lethal push if you activated that burning dragon.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Okay. What does this guy do? Okay. Here we go. I summon the card that I discovered for the first time today. Heroic Champion Chivalrish.
Oh,
He's Clave-ish. He's Clave-ish.
Oh, this is like a really strong OTK tool.
Oh, what an interesting monster. Okay, so this guy, his effect is it activates now, but then resolves later. Okay. You turn one against sovereign tag. Okay. Okay. And then this one. Okay. We're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Let's activate this.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Doug. Doug, let's talk about this, buddy.
Let's attack.
Whoa,
I hope this doesn't have an attack directly clause on it.
Whoa. That's
9,000. Oh my god, it connected. Just all artifacts face down.
No, it's I have a card that I didn't want to play in the deck face down, and I cut it down to 2 from 3 from what chat gave me, and
I think it should have been a 0
here.
Oh boy, okay, we can get in there. That was simply revenge for you, Utopia doubling me. I Utopia doubled you.
As it begins, so it must end. Yes.
Yes. Are you going first or second?
I'm gonna go second. Now that I know you have a fucking OTK guy.
I do have an OTK.
Oh man, I need that extra card.
Yeah,
one of the
like
two was an artifact though,
really
so if you had activated it, we would have been okay. Oh good.
We'll just.
Yeah.
You know, it worked so well last time.
It did. Oh well. Huh.
Activate Martha. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see what kind of shit we got in there. All right. It's that one. Yep.
Go for it.
Oh, man. Oh. Sure. Why not? I activate Danger
Let's
Dog
go!
Man.
American Sniper.
It's not
No!
an episode of something if I don't pull a danger.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just see what we got.
Yeah.
Either you're a toggle Andy or you have no activatable cards.
Who knows? Could be anything.
Oh my god, I can make this? I mean, that's so terrible. That's, yeah, I mean, that's not happening. Okay, go ahead. I didn't think that was summonable, and I was proven wrong, so.
Um. Card Trooper. Oh.
Hidden Fangs of Revenge.
Be cool. Be cool.
When a monster declares an attack, destroy 2 set. Oh my god. Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, is that in the pack or you just have that card?
Oh, it's in the pack. It's
Okay, that seems pretty fucking good. Yeah. I didn't realize that you just had an instant win button in your deck. Things never said about Hidden Fangs of Revenge before today.
I think I have to pass here. God, that fire ferret is a real asshole.
You're not just dead if you pass?
No.
Okay. Activate.
That's fine.
Yeah. $10,000. Normal. Activate. I mean, no, there's just no way that this is just. I just refuse to believe that. You just have nothing. So I'm not gonna commit too much. We'll just go to battle. As long as you didn't pull Absorbing Jar, I should be fine.
This is really rough. Yeah, we'll do this here. You sniffed it out. I got stuff.
I didn't sniff out this though. Oh my god. Ugh.
Tell me about it.
Okay. Probably should have summoned that
Why
attack.
didn't I draw a
mode.
card? Oh,
What?
each time.
It doesn't come for itself. Yeah, it doesn't come for itself. Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I shouldn't have summoned this guy in defense.
Yeah.
I thought he had 2k. I just didn't know he had 0 defense here.
No.
Now we're dead.
Wait, this isn't enough.
The fire ferret. I don't know how we're dealing with that guy.
Oh. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Wait, is there a way that I can?
Oh, there
blow this
actually
up?
we actually
This
do
guy's-
have a way to out it.
Okay, how do I blow up my own fire ferret here? That's the real question.
Card Trooper is such a bait card, dude. Without Card Trooper, we would not have been able to turn on Tiamaton chat. You understand that, right?
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll just grab recovery, I guess. I don't know. And then yeah, I guess we just pass with that. He's in Sparks range. The crosshairs have been activated. I mean, we are kind of at a standstill right here. Well, I mean, this guy, but it's a little scary. Okay. Yep, this is artifacts.
This is artifacts.
Like, should I just go for this? I guess so. The only thing I can hit 24 defense.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't. Oh my gosh, you're like at 100. So like, surely I could just push through everything. What if I can't? The Winged Dragon of Ra Gambit. Okay,
Doug!
no, we'll just go attack.
Please activate a spell card. No.
When dragons roll, touch one. Oh, I guess. Okay, I mean that doesn't help. So it's not. No way. You just have. Oh no! It's like, is it Cyclone with 4 artifacts?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Holy shit, man! I'm sorry. What were your pulls?
They were
no exos.
No exos. Do you want to do the game 3 for AdRev?
Yeah, we can do a fun one. Yeah, let's just run it. And it was so funny. The last time you said that, you scooped within 40 seconds. So we'll see if this one goes a little longer.
Yeah, well, honestly, I think this matchup may be pretty similar.
No, I mean, I just think that the artifact guards are rough out there.
Oh, another banger of a hand, Oomphy.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think you're fine.
Just wait. The other artifact pack is still on the wheel.
Yeah,
shit.
you got it. It's going to be another 40-second game, baby. 5 artifacts, no triggers. Oh. All right, okay.
What?
Here, hold up.
Let's see what your deck list looks like.
No, wait, we could have done something that last game. Yeah, here, wait, let me run that back. That's embarrassing.
Like the guy at locals that's like, hold on. Can we redo one? Yeah. Okay, let's see what you got. I mean, more importantly, like my hand right there did nothing. It was a level 1 monster, so who knows?
All right, time for game 3 for the first time.
Yes. Game 3, 4. Yep.
What the fuck? This is like a good hand. I didn't even think we were playing this card.
Impossible. Okay, well, this is... I mean, every single one of my turn 1s has looked kind of like this. So if I wasn't playing against a deck that started
now
playing
you're
the game on
setting
turn
cards.
5.
Now you've elected to set cards.
I've begun every turn 1 with set a monster path.
Check it out, huh?
Whoa! Irene? Okay, sure. Yeah.
Alice?
Okay, this is like what I was thinking that you would have. This is already better than everything you've done prior to this. Even if you only summon a Hospital or whatever, that's still better than what we've been doing. So yeah, I think you're seeing the better half of
what we're doing.
Oh, ooh. Do you have a Martha?
Ready? Here we go.
Come to me.
No.
My queen.
I do not.
Come to me, my security guard for the library. Or I don't know what Sophia is, but she's in the library, it looks like.
She's chilling.
Yeah. All right. I respect that. Some rough ass pulls. I don't know. I'm just okay. Let's see what I got. Is that even good?
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's do it. Fire ferret. Crash. This is so bad, but what could you have? Oh, I bet that card said up to 2. Or maybe not. I don't know. Okay. I mean, if this is summoning Machias, your deck's insane.
It ain't. It is not.
I've been exo-sistered.
Yeah. Let's see you do that.
Go ahead. Dang, dude. Yep, that was not bad. That was not bad.
Ooh, wow. Okay, that was a crazy draw.
Oh, shit. Nice. I guess like the best draw here would be like Alice, probably.
Yeah, that's what the draw was.
Oh, shit. We're drawing. Yep. Yeah, okay,
Right?
yeah.
That's something.
Now, all the URs saved themselves for if I had opened the pack.
Exactly.
You
yeah.
just, you
what I
weren't
was
dedicated
thinking.
enough. The Ghost Trick pack will do it for you.
Ooh, what if we make this? Oh.
Yeah.
We've actually been slow rolling Martha.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
There just wasn't a reason to go for it turn 1, so. Oh
Um,
my god.
I don't
This is
know.
all Irene and Sophia's. Fuck, man. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it's not ideal.
Oh, man. What's funny, though, is that I'm about to reveal to you that despite how some things have looked, my list is like kind of a mess. But you'll see. Special summon 1. Okay, yeah. I mean, that gets it done. Here we go. Activate
Yeah, for
Heroic
sure.
Call. Don't have Vadis. 1 time.
Nope.
I say 1 time. You've never had Vadis.
Have you seen that yet?
Hey, if they didn't search it, they don't have it.
That's true.
That's what I
Oh,
always
fuck,
say.
Am I just dead here? He gets an extra K.
I
and he
mean,
doubles to 7.
I don't know. I'm just gonna click yellow buttons.
That sounds pretty good.
I'm now here, and then we activate this one,
Yep.
and then he'll gain
Uh-oh.
some amount.
I'm dead. I'm Utopia doubled.
And then battle
Holy
phase 10,000.
We still
Declare
die.
attack.
After all this.
Activate effect. Wait, how large does this guy get?
Oh my god, he's huge.
1,200 or 12,300 was that? Yeah, 12,300. Holy fuck.
Yeah, no, that was
Damn.
that was decisive. I'll say that. Here's what I'm
Yeah.
working with.
Okay, let's see what that deck looked like after all of this.
All right, so the deck is I think it's pretty good, but you have to find exactly a way to pop an artifact. And
Wait, is the Iron Dragon in the set?
Iron Dragon is in the set because he could
Oh, okay.
theoretically pop an artifact.
And he did pop an artifact. You pulled Twin
time.
Twisters. Oh my god, is that in the pack?
It's
No
also
way.
in the pack, yes.
Oh.
So I had Twin Twisters and Double Cyclone to proc them, but you just never activated spell traps. And then
Yeah.
Hidden Fangs of Revenge is crazy, but you do have to draw it. We're playing 2 Xyz Reborn, and I was just like, I'm never going to be able to use this, and I was right. We bricked on it twice.
Yeah.
No, and also, like, not for nothing, we pulled Scythe as our UR. That was the only UR we pulled the entire time.
Oh my! Is Durendal a super or something? God, you couldn't even get to that. You like never even had
Durendal?
5s on the board. Yeah.
Artifact Durendal. Oh no, it's
in your
we just
extract.
never had 2. We never had 2 5s.
Yeah, I don't think you ever
super, yeah.
had 2 on the board.
The ultras are Sanctum, Pax, Martha, Machias, Magnifica, and we pulled Scythe is the other one. But no, like you saw, we literally pulled like no exos. We have 3 Ellis, 2 Irene, a Sophia.
2 Irene, 1
and,
Sophia. Oh my god, that's down
Gabreen is
bad.
our
This is
highest
like
rarity
what's
guy.
funny is that this is what Exorcisters was before, like I played
Martha.
it. Like you're playing without the newer cards, basically.
Well, and Machias, yeah. But no,
Yeah.
our craft was Vadis, I think. Vadis or Returnia. But
Yeah, one of those two.
no, I was pulling the packs and I was like, Doug would have pulled Magnifica. I mean, the pack knows him. It doesn't trust him.
Yeah.
What are
It probably
you
would've.
working with over there?
Yeah, so I'll tell you, my Battling Boxer pulls only 1 headgeared and 0 Glassjaw, so we just didn't include them. So it really was heroics, but I did pull 2 copies of Hellbird, 2 copies of Thousand Blades, and 2 copies of Morningstar, and 1 each of both of the UR spells. So I would say I was popping off. I didn't know what these cards did, so I thought it was pretty bad because I knew what the Battling Boxers did. But in hindsight, yeah, this was really good pulls.
No, yeah, heroics, you have the new heroic supporters in there. You've also got some fine battling boxers. You got Veil. That's not a bad card.
Like Veil's in there. Veil's
is that
pretty good, and
Xyz? What is that,
Ixie's
Xyz
block is
block?
not bad.
Yo,
Yeah,
you had
this is
King,
a pretty good one.
The Beast King Unleashed.
I was thinking this. If I could get a free win on this, I can get a free win on it. And then also, yeah, this card set uppercut, which you hit
Yeah.
with the
Nuts.
Tamayaton. This can just go. It's like it can go into anything basically if you squint hard enough. And yeah, I thought that was going to be like a really big pop off. Did you notice the flying C in here?
I did see
That
the
in
flying
hindsight would have been garbage, but was funny.
Uh,
It would have been crazy. It would have
well,
been crazy.
I was gonna say
No,
it seems pretty good.
it's just
The one card that I'm
heroics.
really mad I didn't get off was a Swordsman of Revealing Light. We pulled this. I was like, a terrible card. Everyone was like,
So
"Please
that's
read
like
it."
what? When I declare an attack, you special it from your hand. When opponent's special, defense is higher, destroy that attacking monster, and then, oh my god,
Yeah, it's like a really funny card, but no,
that would have been pretty good.
The deck was basically resolve Hidden Fangs of Revenge or die, and we died.
Never drew it. Yeah, you never drew that card. Like I played into that 100 times, and you never
It
saw
doesn't
it.
matter.
So
There's no way to play around it. You gotta do the OTK.
you have to attack eventually. You have to attack it.
Well,
What's funny? Oh my god! Literally, there is a battling boxer trap that I didn't play. That's not. It doesn't even require a battling boxer. It's like when your opponent activates a card or effect in the battle phase, negate it. Little did I know that would have been a hard counter for your best card, and I didn't play it.
I will say, I knew this match was over as soon as I picked Exosister. I was like, no way Doug can lose to this.
Not a chance. I just beat the Altergeist pack just a couple weeks ago, right? So
Oh!
true, actually true. Anyway, GG's. See you guys next week for another set of terrible packs.
Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-da-da-dun-da-dun. That was fun.
All right. That was a glorious return to Master Roulette.
To
You
getting
pulled
my
nothing.
ass
I pulled
kicked.
well. Hey, I got to make up for those 30 losses in a row. That seemed like another century ago at this point. Anyway.
Yeah, literally a previous year.
Yeah, no, like it just feels like that seems like a lifetime ago. I'm going to hop off. Are you still streaming?
Man now. Regrettably I am not.
Okay.
Do you want to
Can we,
you want to raid someone?
Yeah, let's bombard someone. Let's see who's out there.
Jesse's on, but like Jesse doesn't need the views.
No, I don't think we no. We got it. This guy's playing Dice Foon.
Who? Mhm.
Um
Let's do beating people with my meat. King Made. Let's see if they're speaking English. They're playing Nouvelle.
Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry.
Hey, so
I don't
the
see
bad
that
thing is
one. It must have been blocked by the censors.
No, it should be like the fourth one in here. I'm gonna put it in this.
What was his name? Oh, yeah. I do see that guy. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Yep,
Nouvelle.
I will raid them.
They have the FNAF
Nouvelle it
tag
up.
on chat. Let's all rate them and be like Nouvelle best deck or whatever. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Payout? Oh, I'll pay you out. Okay.
Good to get a
See you later,
fat
Joseph. Have a good one.
See ya. What a nice young man. We got our ass beat. Well, chat, that's going to be it for me, obviously. I'm going to be throwing you over to this guy. Exclamation mark socials if you like the stream. Get you a link to my YouTube where I'll have a TMT going up tonight. And also my Twitter where I make funny Yu-Gi-Oh! Ha-has, our Discord where I'll plan funny Yu-Gi-Oh! Ha-has, and my Patreon where you can get advance notice of the funny Yu-Gi-Oh! Ha-has. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be, I think, collabing with Team Samurai X1. We're going to be watching Saga, maybe. I think we missed a roulette, too. And I've got a lot of stuff planned. I'm thinking of doing a Jeopardy, but if I finish writing it. We're going to be doing the Twitter thread, and we will be playing Vanquish Soul. So if you want to see that, that's the time to do it. All right. Goodbye. Follow the channel. Good luck. Ding.